Welcome to the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast.
If you like a little bit of the bubbly in your wrestling, join our podcast.
He's Scottish, is he?
A little bit bubbly.
A little bit of the bubbly. I had to make it fit the beat. Hello and welcome to the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast. Have you heard any good news this week?
Ooh, a little bit of the bubbly.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Maffew, joined as always by the reliable puppet Jack, Ross on Wrestling.
Well, believe it or not, Maffew, I know about the stuff that I work in this business for, and the people on Twitter know less about me, so shut up, all right?
Wrestling nerd.
And Jack the Jobber.
Should we talk about that first?
Oh, sure. People seem to think this is a bigger thing than it is.
It was funny, though. He came out with it like a massive cock.
Yeah, but that had nothing to do with me, Your Honour.
No.
Corey Graves took issue. Well, actually, I'll start with me. On SmackDown, I forget who was coming out, and Corey Graves did the quote that I attribute, and I think most people have heard it, attribute to Jesse Ventura, which is win when you can, cheat if you must, no, lose if you must, but always cheat. It's better when he says it. And he says, as Bobby Davis said, and then Byron Saxon goes, who? And then there's a deafening silence afterwards. So I uploaded that on my own lovely way with the OpenGM font and everything else like that, and
But you were
dubbed it
genuinely-
awkward times. But I was also asking, like, am I not getting something here? I don't get this.
Yeah.
And I'm quite knowledgeable about wrestling.
Which is
One of the
fair,
only
'cause I-
good things I have going for myself. And I
didn't
don't know
get
what
it.
this is
When
about.
it comes to niche references, you are
Well, I think
else.
that was the funniest thing. Corey Graves then responded in his own lovely fashion that you
Shut
just
up,
quoted word for
Saxton. He basically gave you the shut up, Saxton.
I think someone who works with WWE knows more about you than wrestling. I was like, yeah, I'd hope so, mate. Yeah. But it also didn't explain what it meant.
No.
Because apparently, according to other people, had to fill in the gaps by what he wasn't saying, that, yeah, Bobby Davis actually came up with this and Jesse Ventura nicked it. It's like, all right, fine.
So what was the
But no
silence?
one knew that. No one knew what he was talking about in commentary, and I didn't know what he was talking about in SmackDown. And I Googled Bobby Davis, and he's so unknown, you have to add wrestling to the title, that the first result was the dad from Freddy vs. Jason, the one in the bathtub, that came up. So, all right. And, yeah, but I went, look, I think Corey Graves is allowed to get mad at people like me for making horrible videos about him.
That wasn't the right time, though.
Is there ever a good time? And so I'm fine with it. Everyone's like, yeah, get him. I'm like, I'm not going to go to war with Corey Graves or a Bobby Davis reference. It's fine. Let him do his own thing. But I was eating a meal. People was like, oh, you doing it? And he was like, so what do you think about Corey Graves? I went, oh, God, what's he done? He's like, he replied to you idiot. I went, oh, is he? Well, I'll finish after I finish my little hot pot.
I can't wait for the snarky Maffew reference on Raw this week. Cannot wait.
There's going to be a jobber, Greg Maffew. And he's going to look, and Corey's like, look at him.
He's going to botch every move.
You can tell he doesn't know about Bobby Davis or any of his 60s managers. So the funniest thing about this, before we move on, the much more exciting, interesting news was, so Corey Graves said something, and he got no reaction from his other two co-hosts. So Corey Graves got mad at me for doing a Maffew reference. Hey guys, Super Mario! Nothing. Whatever. Do you explain it, Matthew? No.
It's like the circle of life, isn't it? It's a beautiful thing.
Beautiful things. Well, there's been
Speaking
a
of
few of
beautiful
them this week, hasn't there, Ross? We'll do it chronologically, so people who only watch the Cultaholic podcast, God help them if there is any people like that. So NXT Cardiff, this insane day for wrestling. Well, rather than going over absolutely everything, because there's other videos on the channel that you can do that, we'll talk about the highlights. I was pleasantly surprised by the tag title match.
I said on Twitter that was one of the most well put together matches of the year. Not like one of the best ones, it was still very good, but one of the best put together matches of the year. Everything made sense. The false finishes were great.
The actual finish itself was one of the most creative things I've seen in a very long time.
Well, with them sending James Drake to do a dive.
Yeah,
and
just
then-
how it ended, like especially like with Coffee as well. That finish was creative as well. But in a
I
good
liked
way.
it.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't like it, but I actually liked
when
it.
he
It
kicked
was
the
funny.
box away.
Yeah. Good.
Like Ted DiBiase kicking the basketball away. I
How
loved
was
it.
Reway to win it? It worked. It was fantastic. But obviously,
Yeah.
the match of the weekend, I thought, was the main event.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you know why I like this? Not just because of the obvious Walter-shaped hole that's on there. No, because a lot of Americans don't seem to like Walter or his style of wrestling.
Really?
So I like it even more to make up for it. So
How
everything's
and why?
balanced.
Why? What's the reason they give?
Because I think American indies have made it so if you're a big guy, you have to be not wrestling like a big guy. A.K.A. Keith Lee
Jeff Cobb.
and Dijakovic doing their
Oh, right,
one man,
yeah.
Spanish Fly and all this. That's expected for big man. So if a big man comes along and wrestles like a big man, they go, boo, do a moonsault.
Yeah,
So, sorry, Americans, but
I enjoy seeing a massive man just kill people.
it's great.
yeah.
And it was really,
No moonsaults needed.
Nah.
No, just...
and even though it was like 40 minutes long, it felt much shorter.
Thank you.
great.
Unlike the Gargano call matches, which
Yeah.
felt as long as they were. I couldn't believe it was 40 minutes.
Yeah, it was really, really good.
And it really sucks because obviously the UK is being invaded, so we should be going, oh no, this is horrible. And then you put on really good matches like this. I'm like, oh. So it's a begrudging recommend.
It was a good show. The Lin-Manuel, the Hamilton man was there tweeting about it.
What?
The guy who wrote Hamilton. Is it Lin-Manuel?
Oh, is that who that was?
Miranda?
Right.
Yeah, he was there
Oh.
in Cardiff for some reason. Didn't even know he's a wrestling fan. Fair enough. Yeah, it was just it. I was part of a conference call with Triple H last week, and he confidently predicted at the end. He was like, "I'm really confident this is going to be the best show of the weekend," and I was like, and it was. I think maybe on balance.
I don't know what to pick, mate. Either.
Yeah.
I've not seen the New Japan show.
Oh no,
but
that was third. That was third.
out of All Out and the UK one. I can't pick between it.
It's hard,
What was
isn't it?
better? Different strokes for different folks, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going to say All Out because there's more chance of being invited for the StarCast 4 than there is for... Obviously, Jack's picking the other side of the fence going, nah, we're getting invaded. I'm going, hi, Triple H.
No, I'm not.
Speaking about Triple H, though, he said that he wanted to make the NXT UK roster in this conference call a big part of the new NXT on USA, which I found very
Oh,
interesting.
no. And then, just coincidentally, the OWE UK tour got cancelled.
Right.
Star Cave, that Breed Pro been hyping for months, happening at the Devil's Arse, that's the name, got cancelled
Where is
due
that?
to a complaint. I think you have to go to Kent and then like make your way from there.
Were you going to go?
I wasn't until I remembered I had a wedding to go to this weekend.
Oh, right, okay,
2
yeah.
weekends on the trot, we're going to weddings. More on that later. And also,
Why?
Southside Wrestling, because it's so cool. And Southside Wrestling is selling the Rev Pro.
Yes.
So I'm glad Triple H is having a good time.
Do you reckon we'll wind down to like the only place you can watch like you on a big level UK independent wrestling is by WWE?
And NCL, yes.
Yeah, North's still standing firm. Get in.
The North.
The North will remain.
Derelict, 3 hours away from bloody London, little mining town. No
Small
wonder they
mining
can't see
town.
us.
Small mining town. Never forget. All Out then. God, there was a lot on this show.
Yeah,
Pac beat Omega.
he did. He bloody did. He choked him
I
out
think Pac
clean.
just told everyone backstage, you know, I still am the Dragon Champ. The Dragon Champ. whatever
I
it's
loved
called.
it, me. I loved the shock, and I love
Dragon.
how he celebrated. I loved everything.
And
The
again-
match was a bit slow, though, which Jericho on his podcast said those two were annoyed about because they ran out of time and didn't get in all the SHIT they wanted to.
Because I thought that they were planning. I thought
How
there
long
was
was it? It
gonna
was
be,
like 20 minutes. Wanted more.
I
They
thought
must
it was
just have
gonna.
miscued it a bit or something.
I thought they were like holding back as if there was another match coming. They
Yeah.
didn't want to use all their big spots.
But then after
Yeah.
the show, Pac was like, oi! Straight over to Hangman Page. It looks like they're going to do that, and Omega's. I don't know what Omega does now. Oh, no, he's against Moxley, isn't he?
Yeah.
At full gear. Wow.
It's good, though, that Pac saw him when he was on his horse, because I'm just saying, Pac is from Newcastle.
Hangman Page punched the horse gently, as giving like a little like, there you go, mate, as he was getting off it.
Hunter Horse Helms.
On the horse Helmsley.
Don't you dare laugh at
That's what
that.
it's called.
I know.
And then they
I
both.
laughed.
I laughed as well. Is this Page and Kip Sabian?
Yeah.
And they go, hopefully next time it won't take me 19 minutes. And then they turn on the camera. Because everyone was criticising Page for having to take all the booking of how he had to take 90 minutes to beat Kip Sabian. I thought it was funny.
Wow.
All right.
No, I love AEW's wrestling.
I know you've said this
but
before.
their comedy is...
That was a funny one.
Let me try and think when I...
It's hit and miss.
Wank.
No, it's hit and miss. It's hit and miss.
Hit, miss, or wank. That's the famous expression.
That old cowboy film, the hit, the miss, and the wank.
That schoolyard playground game.
Moving on.
Triple H, Walter, and Pac. Hit, miss, and wank, Maffew. Go on.
Just like... Marry... Oh,
Yeah.
I can't say the PC name for it. Moving on. All Out, lots of stuff happened. Friggin' Bea Priestley. Or Bea to her friends.
Bea Priestley.
I messed it up.
Ba-na-ba-na-na-na.
Say her name. B.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
B. Priestley and Sadie Gibbs got into it, but said that they didn't. But then the person who runs Squared
Circle Sirens.
Squared Circle Sirens, thank you, who, according to everybody else, is a respected reporter of news.
When it comes to the lasses wrestling,
Yeah.
everything goes through him.
No one said that he's telling
Casey,
the fib.
Casey Michael? Casey Michael.
That'll also be the name of a jobber next week on 205 Live. Also getting his head kicked in. Yeah, they had a rough looking sequence. Lots of stuff no sold. And then allegedly, maybe, according to this guy, said he took a swing at B.
So Sadie
Bea.
Gibbs was trying to lift B up for a gorilla press or something, and apparently B was trying to sandbag her, or that's what people said. And then she managed to get her up anyway, threw her behind her head, and B just sprang right back up and threw her out the ring. And I was like,
Maybe she's just tough.
yeah, maybe she just. Maybe she was just using fighting spirit like they do in Japan. Maybe she was just like getting back up.
Yeah, she went, oh, if the guys do it, it's all right.
Yeah.
But what else happened?
So Nyla
The
Rose
Lucha
is-
Brothers feud was...
Well,
oh, sorry.
Nyla
pardon.
Rose and Riho are going to fight for to become the first women's champion.
Okay.
It's like a big and little matchup. It's quite a good matchup, I think.
I'm sure it'd be good, but it's just some person versus some person right now. But it's early days yet.
Yeah.
Hopefully no more effing casino battle royals.
I don't like the format.
Yeah.
No one does. The stupid is out. What else happened?
Cody and Sean.
Yeah, they had all the gimmicks. The
Oh,
low light of
really?
the show.
No.
I don't like Arn Anderson's involvement in this. Obviously,
That's not what I was going to talk about, but all right.
Loved
Oh.
the bloody spine buster because it's Arn Anderson and he did the little roll out the ring and it was like
He did.
WrestleMania X8 all over again.
Exactly.
But the Horseman,
What do you mean?
the Horseman.
Well, that's why Tully was like, what the hell?
Yeah, and then Tully just wandered off and forgot his job. He's supposed to be a ringside manager. I didn't like the background of it all.
I thought Tully was
I liked the
fantastic, by
moment.
the
Yeah.
way.
I
Oh,
liked
he
it
was great,
when he
but-
got smacked straight away.
But even he knew.
It's just Cody's reflex. Like, it's just been passed down in his genes like a horseman.
Right.
Oh, God. It was so good.
But even he knew. Same as it was in the 80s. Same it is in the, whatever we call it nowadays. Blanchard's never going to beat a Rhodes. So, and yeah, that poor dog.
Yeah.
Man
that's-
alive.
Oh.
Thankfully, Tony Khan was like, I hated this, so hopefully it won't happen again. I don't want to say it, but it does feel like Cody uses that dog as a prop sometimes.
Poor Pharaoh.
Poor Pharaoh.
Well, the dog's more over than half the roster.
It is a beautiful dog, though.
Yeah.
But apparently the wrong fireworks went off, to which I thought all fireworks are wrong when the dog's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, what quiet fireworks can you do that? It's not
Yeah.
going to scare a dog.
Sparkler gets them going.
A Roman candle would have given it.
And then they brought the horse out. I was like, I hope he didn't get pyro because the horse is just going to go mental.
That would be.
That would've been
Like, you know, you're in Legend of Zelda and you go against a fence that yay big and he goes.
I was thinking of General Ben on The Simpsons. No, Ben!
Anyway, the dog is apparently all right.
Yeah. Thankfully.
General Ben's
Which
a
more
horse,
could
a
more
bear,
be-
bear, of course. Sorry.
More than could be said for the Lucha Brothers and the Young Bucks, who had a hell of a match.
Nick?
I think they're 60. Bless
that-
him.
was
He
that
tried
Nick?
it. So he tried to.
This
didn't
is
see
when
this.
Puppet Jack comes in handy.
It's exactly as demonstrated by.
Show us where
Puppet
you
Jack.
touched
Oh,
it.
don't take this bump. Yeah, you do. It's all right. You're a professional. So he's on the. I heard what you just said there.
You're not in shot. Go towards you. There you go. You're in shot now.
So he's on the ladder, and then one of the Lucha guys,
Move you can.
one of the good Lucha guys, pushes him. So he's like, all right, I'm about to land outside through a stack of tables. It's all right, though. I'm a pro. I'll bounce off the rope to stop myself. No, he didn't. He just fell, hit the ropes, and then fell even quicker through
I've
them.
seen this sort of bump somewhere before. I can't remember who it was, but they catch to make them
Yeah,
fall flat.
so that they could control the
it's an
momentum.
incredible skill.
Oh,
Yeah, but he missed it, and he was just like, okay, I'm going to fast to really fast. Oh,
I
bless
just
him.
thought the ladder was too far in the middle of the ring, and he just didn't have.
like that.
He
That's how
just
he
had
ended
too
up.
far to fall, and he just snagged his toe.
They looked at the hard cam because he's a professional, and he sold for a bit.
His
But
hand
yeah,
was
no, I
like
love the
cut
match.
open.
I hope it's the last one that they have for a while
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they've done the feud.
Well,
Then, well,
well, they've got LAX to contend.
No,
with
they
them.
haven't.
no, they don't.
all right. They've got Santana and Ortiz.
Yay!
What are they calling them?
They didn't. They just went like when the
right.
Dark Order showed up and
Oh,
had
right,
got their name
okay,
sorted
yeah.
out. They're here
No,
because
like,
they're.
Big Tony was like they're called Santana and Ortiz basically,
Oh,
and then
right.
on the
Aw.
road to TNT,
Uh-huh.
Big Tony, he's got both his ear pierced now. Tony Schiavone this time, sorry, not Tony Khan. He was like,
Oh, I thought you were calling Tony Khan Big Tony.
no, this time it's Tony Schiavone.
Okay.
But his ear's pierced. I didn't realise.
I didn't realize
Looking
that.
hip and happening. He had
'Cause-
like 3 chains on as well.
Tony Schiavone's nickname in WCW for later things was Fat Tony. Probably not nice to call him that now.
He's the genesis of the bubbly, isn't he?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
where it all
What?
stems from.
Who was it who pointed this out? Was
It
it?
was someone on Reddit, I think.
Yeah. On Reddit, there's a match in WCW. It's Savage versus Flair, and Savage
Oh,
gets
that, right.
a bottle of champagne. Off
Yeah,
Flair,
someone
and he
showed me that
pours
link,
over
yeah.
him, and then you hear Schiavone going, "Oh, a little bit of the bubbly."
No, I think that's an expression. I don't think Schiavone
I know,
created it
I
in
know it's an-
'96.
I know it's an expression.
Jericho
but-
happened to watch that match
No,
on the
but
WWE
Jer-
Network before he
but
went out.
Jericho delivered it in such a similar way to Schiavone, though. That
Yeah.
he may well have just happened to watch
You can
the match.
imagine the lads playing all the ribs backstage at Fat Tony.
Jericho's like, Schiavone, you've been around for years. Can you give me some of your advice? And he went, yeah. Get the champagne backstage.
But anyway, he
Anyway.
said on the road to TNT they're going to be called. Well, they called them Santana and Ortiz as well.
Because
So
they
maybe
were
that's-
part of the EY FBO stable and beyond, but I don't think that's probably going to work there.
And Jericho may have spoiled on his podcast that LAX are going to probably be his mystery tag partners in that first TV show.
Oh.
Because it's Jericho and 2 mystery partners against the Bucks and
Kenny. isn't
Kenny.
it? Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so
Kinda.
I don't know why it would be LAX, or Santana and Ortiz, but I'm sure they'll find a reason. What was the other? Oh, and then of course.
And then the main event.
Yeah,
I mean, bless them, they tried, but I don't see Hangman Page as a viable main eventer right now.
it's all right.
He's only 27.
Yeah.
Cut him a bit slack, man.
No, I'm not saying. Not saying because of how old he is. Obviously, he's not.
way too Geordie then.
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
only 27, man.
If he's 27, he has to wait another 13 years to become an NXT World Champion contender. But here, it was just, they haven't done a good job because it took him 19 minutes to beat Kip Sabian and all this. So it was funny that it went, we're not WWE, we're better, and the first champ is Jericho.
As Corbin
famous
pointed out, Baron Corbin sticking up for Vince McMahon, etc.
Ooh.
on Instagram. He's like, these fans, these dumb marks or something, having a go at us for the same things that they're doing, but when they do it, they love it. Basically, in a nutshell.
I mean, yeah, okay.
Yeah, well, he's pretending.
All
that-
hail King Corbin.
He's pretending that he's pretending there that AEW doesn't get criticised, but it does.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, this is why he's on Instagram and not Twitter. 'Cause you would have seen it. Oh, no need to post this. But other than those little criticisms, it was a very enjoyable show.
it was,
so-
yeah.
It was, yeah.
We're not going to talk about the triple threat,
Which triple threat?
No,
the hardcore one.
Oh, yes.
I can't remember some
The
matches.
Cracker Barrel Brawl. Was that what it was
There
called?
are other
Cracker Barrel
places
Clash.
to eat. We're not being paid by Cracker Barrel, are we?
Yeah, you can go to Longhorn Steakhouse.
We'll maybe be paid by
or-
Rusters by the end of this podcast, though.
I want to get sponsored by somebody. Tried and Phil with Taurus. Tried and Phil
The
with
Taurus three-way. That's it. That'll help us.
This was the tourist hustle.
So he got a giant novelty can of Taurus. He did Darby Allin, and he did the back bump. That looked great.
That was great.
You know,
He-
and a big, and he just stayed there drinking the Taurus.
What does he do between shows? Does he continue to wrestle? Because I feel sorry for him if he does.
He was
Darby
tagging with
Allin, yeah.
Moxley recently.
Oh my god.
Not in as
I know, but still, you
Yeah.
need 3 months off in between the matches he does for all elite wrestling.
Jimmy Havoc got a bit Pulp Fiction-y. No, Reservoir Dogsy. He got tied to a chair.
Until they zoomed in and they showed that it was laminated.
Yeah.
I
What?
couldn't believe they did that.
What was laminated?
The paper,
paper?
that he was giving the paper cuts with.
That
I
one's
went,
still
you can't
there,
get.
Oh, I
though.
didn't mean that.
No, you can't get cut with
Can you not?
laminated.
I didn't mean that. I meant.
Have you tried?
I haven't. I don't want to. Guess I'm wrong. Yeah, ignore that.
I meant when he was taped to the chair, and then they put the thumbtacks in his mouth and taped his mouth shut.
Is there a Jackie Chan film where that happens?
I don't know. I was just
They
thinking.
put the
Reservoir
bomb in his mouth and they tape him up,
Oh.
and he's there going.
Sounds like Jackie Chan's sort of brand of humour, doesn't it?
Is that Rush Hour? No, I can't.
I don't know.
Sorry, we think about that the rest of the podcast. If you know what happens, please tweet at me.
I liked that match. It was fun.
Oh yeah, a lot of fun.
Yeah. And I liked how the ending spot kind of got messed up because only Janela's leg went through the barrel, but he just sold the
Ah,
leg,
it was
and then he hit the
yeah.
like they saved it, and then he hit the Rainmaker on the barrel properly.
Yeah.
It was good stuff. We haven't talked about the biggest thing that happened on the show though.
Why don't you tell us, Jack?
The debut vignette of Wardlow. Who's Wardlow?
No idea.
He looks big.
Gotta look good.
It looked like a Tekken cutscene.
Yes, it did.
Did you see this on
Was
the
this on the
pre-show?
buy-in?
It
No,
was
I
the
missed the
pre-show.
buy-in.
So there's there's like a car park, and this massive guy's walking around with this woman.
What, in a car park?
Yeah, he's just
Shades of that man from 5-Star Wrestling who used to just turn up in his gas mask outside the arenas.
Oh,
What was he called?
Who was that?
We
He
saw
was
him.
massive.
Oh, yeah.
We saw him in the flesh once.
Yeah, it was outside the whatever the
Yeah,
arena's
whatever it's
called
called now. But
Did it
the
not turn
X Metro.
Did it not turn out to be Bram? No, that was
No,
a
no,
different
no, no,
storyline.
no, it
Bram
was
was just
Bram.
hanging around behind commentary and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was that giant dude who wrestled
Yeah.
by ICW for a bit.
gas mask and
They
everything.
pushed him and then he just sodded off.
Yeah, because I remember when the Bram one was different.
God, well
'cause
done, Ross. I forgot about that
But
guy.
he was a bit drunk at that show, and he wanted to, when Bram was doing his, if he was looking for when Bram was going to come out, he wanted to be next to him just with a pint, just like, all right. Anyway, yeah, so there's a car park, and a group of thugs come up and try and mug this bloke and his girlfriend.
This
And
guy, the size of a horse, by the way.
And he beats them all up in slow motion, and one of them jumps at him and he catches him by the throat in midair and stuff. It's like something from the Matrix. And then
Yeah,
he
reloaded.
beats them all up, and then he looks at the camera and he's all chiseled and manly and stuff, and it just says Wardlow. And I'm like, who's
Wardlow?
Wardlow?
Which is a small town in, where was it? East Midlands.
Yeah.
And I can't do the accent, so I'll leave it like that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Jim Smallman.
That's it. Puts on his glasses. Wall up. Hiya.
Is it your first time at AW tonight?
Imagine if you just
Yeah, all right.
It's your right.
sounded like Timothy Small. That would be amazing. That is it. Timothy Small.
Hello. Anyway, it didn't matter about how good All Out was or New Japan was. Oh, go on.
Thing. Sean Spears' gear was like the best gear I've seen all year. That shade of blue, vivid, electric. And according to Justin Henry, his entrance happened at 10:10 p.m. Eastern. Don't do that.
That's attention to detail.
That's
that,
class. That.
Wow.
That's good.
Or Justin was just lying to you.
No, people verified it on Twitter.
It's really bad. Someone sends you a joke, and you report it. Goes, no, that was a joke, man.
Like when Enzo Amore rings you up. The one is back, Dave.
I think you try to listen to Enzo Amore and he's hung up on him and just says, "Look, I'll just report this. I don't want to talk to him anymore."
But sorry, yeah.
Yes, never mind all that. Because all the good work that AEW did and little criticism, people go, "Oh, can't wait for TNT to start." It didn't matter. Because a few days later, there was only one thing people were talking about. And that was the Jericho Bubbly meme. And then a few hours on that same day, there was another thing people were talking about. Which was Jericho took a limo to a franchise steakhouse.
Yes.
So this is already the best story.
Longhorn Steakhouse is where we're talking about here.
Omaha Steakhouse was seen crying into a pillow somewhere, being betrayed. And then, to cut a long story short, the title belt were missing.
So he realised he picked up the wrong bags at the airport. So he went and ate a delicious, lovely steak, left his title belt in the limo, sent the limo driver back to the airport. But when the limo driver came back to the steakhouse, the belt was no longer there. Somebody had stolen. Probably the limo driver had stolen.
There's no truth to that. We don't know. Lawsuits are expensive. We don't know. Nothing's been confirmed.
So a worldwide search was put on everywhere there. And then it all kicked off yesterday. The Tallahassee PD shared on Facebook. It's been found.
The police thing's probably like...
And then the deleter went, no, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. It's still ongoing. And then a few hours later said, no, he had. This weren't happy with the guy going, look what I found, I'm the champ.
He was obviously prescient to that. He didn't look like he wanted to
tell
do a
that his
beat. Just
mates
like,
had gone like-
the boyhood dream has come
You
true.
can tell his pals like, go on, John, hold it up, hold up the belt.
But even though that initial Facebook
His Facebook profile picture was put on the...
even though that initial Facebook thing had been deleted, All Elite then said, well, that's that case solved then. And then it turns out the belt had been found at the side of the road and then turned in by a Good Samaritan.
Oh.
And the belt is worth, I think it's $29,250.
Originally, because it was reported as grand theft, which is usually apparently things over 100,000, but in Florida it's things over like a smaller amount. So everyone was like, "How
It's
much?"
good
is
journalism
the,
here, well
How
done.
much? Oh, Pachiti told me that.
Oh.
But apparently, at first everyone was like, "Jesus, the belt's like 6 figures." But it's not. It's 5. Still quite expensive.
It's still expensive.
It's a bit harsh to tell someone, oh, my belt's been stolen. It's only 5 figures, mate. Get out. But go see Big Tony, he'll help you out. But yeah, and then it was great because people were like, oh, it's a work. Jericho was in his jacuzzi with his scarf in the thing, and like, bubbly, bubbly, my title's been stolen, bubbly, bubbly.
He poured it
And they're like,
glass
oh, it's
and then
Jericho.
drank
Like,
from the bottle.
yeah.
It's so
And then
good.
people went, it's not. There's a real police thing being thing. No, it's incredibly illegal just to do. We'll do a fake police thing. He. It's like, yeah, it was real that it happened. Just to see Biggs and Spann and Alvarez go, no, this really happened. I mean, what a night on Twitter.
So good.
Oh, I'm about to go to bed, get an early night. Like, Jericho's done what? I think I broke my internet with just refreshing.
He's amazing, isn't he, Chris Jericho?
I worry about
When he
him.
doesn't even try, things just blow up all around him. A little bit of the bubbly. He wasn't trying there, was he? That built
Trending on Twitter, not good enough for him.
He's,
I'll lose my belt at a steakhouse.
he's class, but I do worry about him going on like a 20-year-old when he's like 50.
No, he should do this every week.
He does DDP yoga, man. It's fine.
All right. Yeah.
That's the secret. I've been told. I don't do DDP yoga. Shock and horror.
That's why you don't have a title belt or a steakhouse.
Do you have a title belt? It's there. I know things about this business that people on Twitter don't know. Shut up, Maffew.
Another news.
Wait.
Go on.
We didn't actually talk about the New Japan show. There's just 2 things to talk
You're
about.
right, we didn't.
So Kenta won the never open weight belt from Ishii, but it sparked like it sparked justified controversy because Kenta was clearly at least banged up but probably concussed in the match, which I think people pinpointed that he got from delivering a German suplex and his head hit the floor as he was delivering one. And then he was just like occasionally would fall over or like would forget to kick out a bit late and stuff, and then the match continued, and there was just them just slapping each other full in the face. Ishii doing like big suplexes and stuff, and Kenda eventually won with the help of God. I'm not sure if they were meant to be involved or if they just sent them out as like an audible. And then when he held up the belt as well, he like tried to climb on the ropes and like sort of slipped off a bit, and everyone's just like, "Oh my god!" So that match probably should have just gone to the finish straight away.
Yeah. But I did see a bit of a clip online, and it was just like, "Oh, my opponent appears to be out."
Yeah,
Wake up, Kenda. And it had no effect. Just like, "Oh, I'll give him a German."
Yeah,
And he was alright, as you can see.
the other thing,
But that was it. Yeah, it's a bit worrying because didn't last time a touring company have the situation? There's a bad medical thing. Let's move on. It wasn't a very good sign. La la la. Happy podcast. Yeah, this is something that we surely should be dealing with now.
Yeah, I know.
I say we. I mean all of wrestling, obviously.
You're never going to get wrestlers to stop the match because they always want to carry on.
That was a thing from Jericho's Revelations. Apparently, they had a seminar with Chris Nowinski backstage.
Oh, that
All
would
Out
mean
on just before the show to show what to do when you are concussed. Me not being a doctor, I would say lie down and wait for medical attention.
Thanks, Ross.
Me and Chris Nowinski, just like that, same level.
Harvard.
Yeah.
The other big thing was that Tanahashi won the British belt off Zack in London. So Tanahashi's now our champion, Rev Pro.
Is that how that works?
He blamed Boris, didn't he?
Yes.
What a fantastic... I love his
He always blames Boris.
post-fight promo thing.
So wait, no, Tanahashi's the champion, the British champion of New Japan and
Well,
Rev
Rev
Pro, and now Southside Wrestling as well.
Yeah.
Well done, lad.
He's taken over.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was a good match. I enjoyed that, and Okada retained in the main event, and but it was comfortably it was still a good show, but the least good of the three over the weekend. So
Yeah, lots of wrestling.
yeah,
And more to come on this podcast. WWE Draft happening October 11th and 14th.
I love a draft.
Friday night
Didn't we
SmackDown.
already have one? We had multiple.
We had
Why are we having a draft?
superstar shake-up just after WrestleMania, and then
Yeah.
Vince McMahon had his epiphany,
Yeah.
and all went to pot.
Yeah,
All
and
went
then
to-
wrestling was terrible for a few months. Yeah.
But it's going to happen on the new Friday night SmackDown, first of all. That's what it's going to be called, on the 11th, and then it continues on the Raw.
I love a draft so much.
I hope
It's a good way of getting people's
it's
attention.
going to be interesting how they do it, like who's going to decide. Because like we don't really have... I know the McMahons and Paul and Eric, they're all in control, but in the kayfabe, we don't know who's really making the calls,
Yeah,
apart from Shane McMahon on SmackDown.
Is there going to be more NXT drafts as well, do you think?
oh, people getting called
Hopefully,
up. Yeah, hopefully.
No, I mean like sending them to NXT.
Oh, because
Yeah.
they'll have a TV show.
Yeah.
Should do, yeah.
Yeah, they should.
There's a lot of people not being used. I don't know if you've heard that before.
I can't remember which video I said it on, but I just want there to be an actual shoot draft between Fox and USA. And they've just got to like actually pick who they want. USA takes Lesnar with the first pick. Fox are like, damn it, that was on me.
That's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they're going to be like the Saudi princes. All right, Hogan, Austin, Scarlett Bordeaux at the PC for tryout.
Oh, really?
Her and Killer Cross asked for their releases from Impact.
June.
Yeah, June.
Because
Killer Cross obviously didn't get his, and then he declined the Blade
yeah,
in the Slammiversary match of Eddie Edwards. They had to do fake blood.
It was a sad thing for Scarlett, though, because he did a podcast with Fightful, did Killer Cross, and he said that she had to live at home, like with her parents, and then continue to work
Yeah.
a full-time job on top of her Impact contract. Wow.
yeah.
You wouldn't think that with people on TV, would you? So I'm
No.
glad she's got out, and I'm glad she's now seemingly going to... Wait, I don't know, I'm just jumping to conclusions here, but she might do. It'd be interesting to see what they do with the gimmick, though, because you can't see... I know they did with sort of Eva Marie back in the day.
Oh, but she's better than Eva Marie.
I know that, but I'm just like comparing the gimmicks.
Right,
Like, how
right,
would,
right,
how would they
right.
do it in the PG environment?
They could try and have them as a duo. Vince would lap that up. A huge man and an attractive woman. Just get them in.
He's not
main roster
going, though.
straight away. Oh,
Just
why
her.
not? I can't. It's got to only be a matter of time until Vince sees who he is and then goes, get him in
Yeah.
immediately.
An interesting bit from that Fightful article. Apparently, the people who work for Impact have it in their contract where they're not allowed to criticize Impact publicly, which I guess makes sense after people in the past have done so. But he's going through his lawyer instead to criticize them, try and get the contract, because he said it was reported he wanted, like, what do you want? It was like 100 grand. And they were like, I was like 30 instead. It's like a big difference. It's like, okay. So,
Yeah.
wasn't that interesting, was it?
No, well, I guess it's interesting to see where they are. I'm just finding the whole landscape a lot more interesting now because there's different places people can go. Who's going to jump where?
And because it's pre-taped, it's great because Impact is still going, oh, LAX versus the North for the championship. If they don't win, they're going to leave Impact. Like,
The last shot's just them strapping some presidential masks on themselves, just heading out the door.
BRB.
Yeah.
Finn Balor shaves his head.
Yeah.
News!
Is that news?
It's on here. It's news.
Okay.
Big news.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't like it.
He looks all right with shaved head, to be fair. Well, he's just a handsome man, isn't he, I guess?
No one's looking at his head.
They're wearing that because he's wearing a big like gown thing. It was all covered up, Maffew.
That's disgusting. Stephanie McMahon reveals what Vince McMahon does when she sneezes. What's this?
It's one of the famous Vinceisms. I hate it when I do articles like this on the website. People go, "Slow news day." This is one of the biggest Vinceisms of all time. This being revealed what actually happens when people sneeze in front of him.
So what does
Apparently, he goes "Grr," and grimaces. He doesn't like it because it's not a thing the human body or his human body can control. Or his body. He's not human, is he? He grimaces and he makes a grr when Stephanie sneezes. Vince. She also revealed that Vince does indeed sneeze, though.
Oh, well, yeah, of course.
She get really annoyed. Oh, damn it.
Apparently makes him upset, I think the quote was that she said. He's a bit different, isn't he?
He put him in the recovery position.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do the recovery position. There we go.
So you're better than the New Japan refs. Well done.
Can I get a job, please?
Triple H, in simple terms, he's... Go on, you do the voice if you want.
Sorry, no.
He's your friend.
Just when we just on the thought of that there, guess who was a young boy at the ringside for the New Japan show?
Does that take him to see the Black Pro? Go on.
It was when I was a ring boy. It was WCPW original Gabriel Kidd, the lifeboat.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was.
Oh,
yeah.
get
he
in.
was icing people's necks when they were like after a match and stuff. Yeah.
You're shouting, "Get up, you girl," to Kenta.
We were like, when Okada's waiting for the next person to come and challenge him for the belt, me and Sam on the live stream were like, "Get in there, Gabe, go on." We're like, Prince Amin should come out as well.
Triple H, and it's a quote here. In simple terms, he's Vince McMahon, not involved with NXT. Yeah, he's going to have saying things like the brand sits and the marketing of it with USA and clearly whatever he wants to do at the end of the day. But this is not a great quote.
It's
so
a
Vince McMahon doesn't have nothing to do.
fantastic quote because he starts off by going, "Nah, he's not going to be involved," and he just ends it by going, "Yeah, he'll do whatever he wants." Yeah, fantastic from the game.
Whenever I mention NXT in front of Vince, he goes, "Grr." Impact owned the LAX name. Well, yeah, because LAX is Homicide and Hernandez. Casey Michael. Oh, I've already done that. Casey, the stretchy woman from the Royal Rumble.
Catanzaro.
Casey Catanzaro. Yeah.
That's it. Was she released from WWE?
No, she requested a release.
She requested a release. Well, she's done sod and all the last few months.
Which is a load of
to Rhea
bollocks,
Ripley
by the
about
way.
5 times.
Why? She was amazing in that women's Royal
Injuries,
Rumble.
apparently.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
fair enough.
Yeah,
But
weird that she had a bright spot in that Rumble.
She was also featured heavily on the Performance Center channel, live vlogging herself watching Ricochet's matches, going like, "Trevor looks so cool. Oh my god."
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I was excited for her to become like a regular. It's a shame for her. Yeah.
Kylie Ray. It says Lily here.
Does it say Lily?
It does say Lily. I'm like Anchorman. I'm reading what it says here. Kylie Ray to her friends has also requested a release from AEW, which is a bit of a surprise because they've
Been granted as well.
Yeah. Because she was going to be getting a big push. Bailey with the personality or whatever Cody said about her.
There seems to be talk that so I get confused about who in the IWC who's a good guy and who's a bad. Is Rover one of the goodies or one of the baddies? Okay, right, that's difficult. He seems to be
he's not liked by many people.
Okay, he seems to be he's followed by a lot of people. He seems to be suggesting that there's like murky stuff behind this, but no one seems to know what it is. So I have no idea, and he's not willing to say. So like, is he just making?
He's one of these people where he sent me news and stuff on that, but like his tweets are all, "Oh, we know what that means." I'm like, I don't. Can you tell me, please?
Seems to think a lot of himself, but then again, people say that he seems to think a lot of himself. Maybe I've just read into that too. I don't know. I ain't got
Jack shoots on
no,
Rover.
No, that's what I knew this is gonna happen.
Small brackets. Corey Graves and Maffew. It's a shame. It's weird, but I guess she's requested a release. There's something behind it, but not to come out yet. So we'll have to speculate mindlessly.
Yeah. Oh, she's all right. Yeah.
I hope she's all right.
Yeah.
I hope everybody's all right.
I'm sad because she was one of my favorites in the women's division from that first show. But never mind.
This does leave the door open for Aja Kong to fill the gap she's left.
Yeah, smiling and waving.
Smiling and waving, Aja Kong. God, there's been a lot of news this week. Have we missed anything?
I don't think so. It's been a big week, hasn't it?
Did you know Jericho lost his title at a steakhouse, Ross? That's right.
Because
His limo to a
We were
steakhouse.
speaking about Corey again. He was on Twitter again going, believe it or not, pals, this wasn't a jibe or whatever at Chris Jericho.
It definitely was. It
mean,
definitely was.
We weren't going, look at Corey Graves and Chris Jericho not getting along. Chris Jericho should have the piss ripped out of him for many years for losing a $30,000 championship belt. A 30-year veteran of the business lost a title, and he should have the piss ripped out of him.
Exactly.
So I don't understand why Corey was coming from with that.
I'm looking forward to how they're going to reference this in storyline. Someone's going to say something to Jericho like, you idiot.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
Like, minute 1, hour 1 of show 1.
Yeah. It's just Cody going,
AWT. Never mind that. Right, Joe, come here. Come here. The entire roster goes, ha ha.
Get bloody Ralphus back. He needs that personal.
Ralphus is there, ha ha.
No, he needs the personal security, doesn't he? Just to look after his belt that he leaves in limos.
Yeah. True. It's so good.
But I think that was all the news. Yeah.
We can't ask for much more.
Jericho lost the title at Steakhouse.
Everybody get excited for the Cultaholic Hall of Fame!
Now it's time for everyone's favourite segment, and hopefully it's mine this week. The Cultaholic Hall of Fame, the very respected one. Before I even look at the results, it was cool because after All Out, and before obviously Jericho Mania broke out, all my Twitter mentions were filled with people talking about rustlers.
The debate that kicked off last Friday night was fascinating.
I want to thank the people that have been tweeting me because I, simple Maffew, I've been putting the burger in with the bun in the microwave because that's what it says. And everyone's like, no, you don't do that. You take the buns and put them in the toaster. And I went and tried this. And my God, Ross, they were right. They turned a burger that shouldn't be that nice to begin with for £1 to a pretty all right burger that should be that nice for £1. So thank you very much.
The look, I was disgusted. We'd just been to Tesco before this podcast.
Oh,
I
yeah.
peel back the curtain here,
Oh,
Matthew.
no.
And I had a look at the fridge. The Tesco on the road, £2.30 for a quarter-pounder rustler. £2.30. If there was an opposite to the Hall of Fame, hell. Straight to hell, Tesco's
that.
rustler section.
We should do a Hall of Shame one week as well, though. That's a nice pick.
Should we all have a rustlers while we're doing the podcast next week? Just sat there.
Rustlers t-shirts.
But it was Pacitti.
Rustlers is Jericho.
He hired up the Rustlers website and the variety of rustlers you can buy. There's a whole world of rustlers out there that we don't know about.
And you can get them. Do you know where you can get them from? Home Bargains. Well, Ben Stokes, or whatever. Anyway, in descending order. Rustlers Burgers, 24%.
Ascending order.
I wish it was. I wanted it to be ascending. I wanted to trick them, but they're not believing that. Yeah. Last place, Rustlers. Second place, Ben Stokes, 31%.
What? The hero of the Ashes.
Wins it.
That performance wins that match. That performance is going to be talked about for generations.
That performance earned Ben Stokes a knighthood, and he's lost. He's lost out to Home Bargains.
Home Bargains, 44%.
Now I'm shocked here because I didn't think
Home Bargains.
half of our audience would have heard of Home Bargains. It must have just been the passion speech about bloody dark fruits.
Yeah, but 100% of the people that did know Home Bargains voted for it. I shop there. I'm just like Ross.
I'm a man of the people. Mate.
Exactly.
I tell you what, though, I was on the Evening Chronicles website here in Newcastle. There was a story on last night. It's like, go to Barry's Bargain store to get a keg of dark fruits for £9. So Barry's Bargain might watch this podcast and saw me speaking about Home Bargains having a similar price for their kegs. I thought, hey, I'll get involved in that and then tell the Evening Chronicle about it because they'll write an article.
I love that you said there was a story in the Chronicles. No, that was an advert, Ross.
No, it was a full-on article. That was the article. I shared it in our Slack conversations here yesterday. There was another one saying you can get Greg's sausage rolls for 99p.
Aye.
But then it was misleading, the title, because it was on about the Iceland frozen one.
Oh,
It's
that's-
clickbait.
Not the same.
did you know that there's, sorry, to go completely off topic about local news. What's it called? The place in South Gosforth, I believe, that does the Brandlin, whatever it's called. Oh, I've been there. I can't remember the effing name.
Brandlin, what?
The Brandon's
Anyway,
a pub
the
in
point
Chester.
was-
We used to go after sixth one.
The point was, it's this place that sells like pretty gimmicky stuff and have a pretty fun social media account. But they had the Cheryl Cole, which was a burger with baked beans, I believe sausages, and a Greg's pasty, like on the burger. So I have to eat like that. And they'd be getting legal advice that Greg's are saying, no, stop doing this. So it's obviously great advertising for them because Chronicle and everyone else has been sharing it. But of course, because it's called the Cheryl Cole burger, Cheryl Cole's face is on every one of the pictures. Like she works alongside them or gets a cut. So
She must have given the green light on that.
Is Cheryl Cole the most famous person globally to come out of Newcastle?
globally, I mean,
Sting?
she's kind of known in America. So
Cheryl Cole or Sting?
Well, I know who is from
Mr.
the
B.
area that's been making the news lately. Mr. Alan Shearer.
Oh,
I
Is
was
this your pick?
saddened by this, mate, over the week.
who were you, Team Shearer? Or
Wait,
team
all
Michael?
Oh, come on. You have to ask him that.
All the local journalists said Michael Cole said Michael Owen was lying.
They're the same level of commentary.
Oh, that bloody... The only good thing Michael Owen has ever done in his life, apart from, 5-1 in Munich and whatnot.
Yeah, apart from that.
Scoring against Brazil.
Apart from that Ben Stokes run he had.
Winner against Argentina and all
Yeah.
that. The 2005 one, not 98. I didn't make a mistake. It's the
He's on the ball. He's on the ball.
It's the bloody helicopter advert, which is my Hall of Fame nomination this week. If you haven't seen it, if you don't know who Michael Owen is, he had the world at his feet from sort of 1997 until 2005 when he joined Newcastle.
Until his feet fell off.
And then his feet fell off and never came back on. But he did an advert after he retired, I think it was, for something in Dubai. And it's him in a helicopter flying around. And he was never the most charismatic man to begin with. But this takes it to a new level. Who is the worst promo in the history of wrestling?
I'm going to compare Michael Owen's like a bit of a spot monkey, pacey, like does all the fun, but
Can't cut a promo.
Can't cut a promo to save his life now.
Yeah.
But it's about 90 seconds of absolute joy. He sits there going, "Oh, here I am in my helicopter, flying through the skies of Dubai. Look over there. That is the world's tallest building where Andre Agassi hit a tennis ball to Roger Federer and Tiger Woods hit a golf ball off it. I better not fly into that." Meow. Amazing.
He was more charismatic as a heel when he rinsed that 13-year-old goalkeeper in the TV. Well done, he's 30.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
He's just a deplorable piece of human feces, Michael Cole.
If you don't believe me, check
call
out
him
BT
Michael Cole
Sport.
And don't buy his book.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so this is the most local bit we've been. It was a good stretch of home bargain, Michael Owen stuff. But yeah, like Michael Owen played for Newcastle United, and it was like, oh my god, Michael Owen. Unbeknownst that he was, not say useless, but he was very injury prone.
I mean,
Right for Newcastle.
everyone knew he didn't want to sign. He got the mansion for free with the butler service and his free Aston Martin and his £120,000 a week.
Yeah.
Oh,
And apparently he still wasn't happy.
this is a wrestling podcast. This
But
It
it's your-
was.
it's your nomination,
It was
isn't
a few months ago. It was. And I was kicking and screaming.
I was going to nominate one of the Jericho things, but I've guessed
No, if you want Michael Owen's helicopter video, that's fine because
Yeah.
that just leaves the good ones. But what do you want? Do
Oh my god, right, okay.
you want bubbly or steakhouse?
No, I had one in mind. I was going to try and...
Oh.
Oh yeah, right, so... the
into no window, no?
XFL nicknames and teams have been announced and
right.
stuff and the colours and everything.
Seattle Dragons.
I was going to ask you who, you Seattle Dragons?
That's who's. But the only thing is, I can't really buy their merchandise. First of all, because the bloody shop.
Right, so this was my point.
Oh, sorry.
It's alright. Well, first of all, why have you picked the Dragons? What drew you
Because
to
they
them?
are called the Dragons.
Yeah.
And they have a dragon.
There's other teams, there's the Battle Hawks and stuff.
It's too far.
The Defenders. If they're crap at defending,
Forgot about them.
you're a Defenders man, aren't you?
I laugh every time I hear that.
So mine was the Dallas Renegades. I just got drawn to them. I was like, oh, these lads are great. And Dallas was the first town in America that I've ever been in. But as Ross said, you can't ship worldwide. They don't ship outside of the States. So I was wanting to buy a Dallas Renegades t-shirt, but because they don't ship internationally yet, I'm just going to nominate them for the Hall of Fame, and hopefully they'll just send a box of...
I
Yeah.
am the Seattle Dragons #1 fan. I haven't had a drink, honestly. That sounded really drunk.
It sounded really. It's like Michael Owen flying a helicopter.
The Dragons!
That's right. There's the Dragons. That's where Andre Agassi played. Anyway.
I'm a Renegades. Maffew's a Washington Defender, so
Yeah, that's me.
send us...
Where's the Vipers from?
St. Louis. No, I'm thinking of Chris Revolton. Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay Vipers.
Vipers from Scotland.
St. Louis is the Battlehawks, actually.
Yeah, sure.
Sam's a New York Guardians fan. Oh, it's all kicking. Let us know your XFL team in the comments section down below. Dallas Renegades are my pick.
Do you remember Cesaro at the weekend doing his... Was it that? NX.
Oh,
Kept doing that, didn't he?
did he?
Oh, I didn't know
Nice.
so.
Good that, wasn't it?
Had a great match. A great match feeling Dragunov that we didn't mention because we're too busy talking about home bargains. Sorry, Cesaro. Maybe next week.
That's mine. Dallas Renegades. They also ripped the logo off an esports team.
That's right. Yes. Wow. What shall I vote for this week? I mean, what's that? Jericho loses the title at a steakhouse.
Okay, yeah, it's very fair.
That's it. We've already talked about it to death, and we'll talk about it probably next week.
Ooh.
Pick one of the memes. I am going for the Nookie one. I did it all for the bubbly.
That was good. The Elvis, a little less conversation, a little bit of the bubbly. That was mine.
I'll go for Mama number 5. A little bit of bubbly all night long. A little bit of the bubbly.
That was good, but it had the effect of having Mambo number 5 in my head all night. So,
Yeah.
which isn't a bad song to have on.
And he's been retweeting some of them and being like, this is the best one ever. Anyway, what a week. What an absolute week from Chrissy J.
I mean, Boss Boss says, do you think he just got drunk and just ate his belt thinking it was a snake?
He was, when Graves replied to you, that Boss Mo's guy was like, Corey, DM me. So Corey, why haven't you DM me yet? Come on, we can talk about wrestling.
And he was like, I was like, oh, SJK, 1PW forever.
What's
Because
that?
Corey Graves always be that one guy that gave a kid with cerebral palsy his finishing move in 1PW.
Whoa. What was his finishing move?
Oh, it was the MK Ultra, which was the sit out, like, oh, there you
Was
go.
the kid a wrestler?
Sure.
Bet Dragon Eyes who put him up to it.
So this is the kid basically, and then he just sits down like that.
What?
He did that.
Corey.
And there's a bunch of sick kids who come to like support their hero or whatever, because he did a lot of local wrestling. They didn't know that was going to happen. So Corey Graves came out, pretended to be bow-legged, and went, well, I was going to come out and break both your legs, but I see God beat me to it.
Oh
And then
my
did that.
God.
And all these kids went, ah! And then left. So they go, no, it's all right, it's all right, it's fake, it's fake. Wrestling's
Sterling
fake.
James.
Bloody hell.
Ding dong.
And if more people followed the glory days of 1PW, they know that, but they won't. So I'm still picking Jericho at the Steakhouse, losing the title. As my pick, the Hall of Fame. You are, of course, picking
Michael
Owen's
Owen's promotional helicopter trip.
Flight Simming with Michael Owen.
Fledgling XFL team and future champions, the Dallas Renegades.
Yeah, in brackets, please give him a free T-shirt, in bracket. These 3 votes, you have to decide. I know it's going to be tough.
Not as strong as last week, I'll be honest. Not as varied.
Well, who thought Ben Stokes have to go head to head with home bargains?
It's very, very English.
I
though, isn't
can't believe that, mate.
it? I know.
Home bargains,
dear.
man.
Maybe cricket's just not as popular as we thought.
So yeah, go on. If you like the vote,
To vote for those options, head to patreon.com/cultaholic and make your vote count because it's well important.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Raw and SmackDown Recap.
right, we'll try and scuttle along with the Raw and SmackDown stuff because there's a lot of wrestling this week and we're all knackered from laughing at Jericho. Let's watch Raw. Tag team champions Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman defeated the OC. Yes, they did.
AJ Styles was funny.
Do you hear this as well?
The Japanese word
Kawaii.
means cute, apparently.
Oh, no, that. No, I thought you said Mark Cole because he's
Oh.
got that strong accent. He goes, he obviously meant to say teeth, but God, it sounded like he said, I'm going to put your dick down your throat. Totally did. Ziggler and Rude, who are the number 1 contenders to the Raw tag titles, if you've blinked. To be Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins. Yes, they did.
Yeah.
It was a competitive match, though, which was
I
weird.
guess. I don't know.
Because, like, I'm not buying this tag. I know they're both good in their own right, but I'm not buying the tag team tandem of Ziggler and Rude. Sure, you would have them squash a couple of jokers. No offense, lads, in the kayfabe terms, like those two.
Yeah. I'd agree.
Lacey Evans defeated Natalya, and poor Natalya had to come out and be all like serious and emotional and angry while she had the little cat ears on her head.
I like it was.
She had chance for her this week, though, which I wasn't expecting after the last month of nothing for her. The poor woman.
Lacey looked better than usual as well. Maybe it's because she's in the ring with someone really experienced. Maybe she just got better.
Oh, you know how I've just like been being a massive hack and saying that the women's division don't like Lacey Evans and like openly mock her when they're in the ring with her, like Becky visibly being annoyed when she messes something up and Bailey calling spot as loud as she can. Natty put on like a few pictures of the matchup on Instagram, just with "You need to slow down," I think was the caption.
Whoa!
Really?
What?
Aye.
Whoa!
I'll try and find it quickly.
No.
I was just like, yes, this feeds into me thing even further.
Wow, this information comes straight from Casey Michael. Doesn't it? I'm sorry, Casey.
Talk about
It's a
yourself,
joke.
I'll find it.
Oh, okay, sorry. Sasha Banks challenged Becky Lynch to a Raw Women's Championship match at the Clash of Champions.
I'm looking forward to that match.
I'm-
Heat behind it.
There it
If
is.
you think there's heat, just wait till we get the next show. Go on.
You, full stop, need, full stop, to, full stop, calm, full stop, down, full stop, umbrella,
Oh,
hashtag Raw.
it's also a Taylor Swift song.
Is it?
You need to calm down. Yeah.
Is it like that as well?
Yeah.
Well,
You
full stop.
need
No,
to
no, it's not
car.
like that. So
Why is
maybe-
she typing like a Dalek?
Maybe, I think you're more likely right, but I'm not sure.
It seems like a weird thing to put out
Mm.
though, publicly. that's what they always say about these kids, don't they? Need to calm down, tell a story a bit more.
These kids.
Jericho said it about Shane McMahon when he kicked him. Calm the.
That's right, he did.
A little bit of the.
Baron Corbin defeated Cedric Alexander in the match of the night.
Oh,
I'll say it again.
Baron's killing it recently.
Big Bazza, Big Bargain, had the match of the night for the first time in a long time. And yeah, what a great match.
Yes.
Crowd was really into this.
Yes. And
all I gotta
also, Cedric had been a little bit roughed up by the OC backstage before, so it made sense.
Yep.
Hopefully that leads to Cedric versus AJ for the US belt. Because AJ's not got anyone for the Clash Champions yet.
That's right. I thought about that. Well done. The Viking Raiders defeated two guys.
Oh my god. These men. I started to sound like Albert. These men.
Geek of the Week.
And they talked for 10. No, yeah. So the Corey couldn't wait to rip into these two on commentary.
He had all these great references from the 1950s ready.
One of them messed up his line.
One of them was from the 1950s. The Elvis guy.
Cole goes, this guy could be Honky Tonk Man's son. And Corey goes, he could be Honky Tonk Man's grandfather.
Yeah. Can't argue with that.
They were... are the Viking Raiders face now? Because these two were heel. Like, these two played up the whole Baltimore-Pittsburgh rivalry, and they were like, we're going to turn you all into a couple of Baltimorons.
That was
and
good.
Everyone went, boo! And so the Viking Raiders face now for squashing them.
Isn't that an XFL team, the Baltimorons?
Yeah.
Anyway, I think it's just Viking Raiders come out, beat some dudes. Yay. That's what we do for months, and I like it.
But they've always
got some height on the little one.
But they've always they did. They've always got some face. They always beat face teams though. This time they beat a heel team.
Ricochet versus Mojo ended in a double pinfall in the King of the Ring quarterfinals. So what do you think happened there? Do you think that was it? Somebody gets a bye? No. We're getting a triple threat match because neither man won.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not really in the spirit of the tournament, is it, really?
And it's not. But it is screwing over Baron Corbin, so it's like, mild yay?
I mean, they telegraphed who's going to win, I thought, on SmackDown. We'll get to that a bit later,
we will.
I guess.
It hasn't gone how I expected it.
No.
At all. I thought Ricochet was a shoe-in or Andrade. I thought they were the final. I don't know.
Then I thought that then Buddy Murphy did well. He had that, he'd go with the Bryan thing. So, he's going to go well. And that didn't happen.
No.
Bray Wyatt addresses recent controversies on Firefly Funhouse. Now, this was interesting because basically he's talked about being leaked that he's wrestling Braun Strowman not for the title, but wrestling Braun Strowman at Hell in a Cell. And he talked about it. But I'd forgotten about that news story, to be honest with you. That like local promoters had been hyping that up. So they brought it up on TV. So logic would say if they're bringing it up on TV that they're not going to do that.
Right. But I think they still are going to do
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
It's weird. But then no one else mentioned it the rest of the show. It's like he mentioned it in the Firefly Funhouse, and then Graves and Cole and everyone else, don't really talk about.
He didn't
what
necessarily say he's going to challenge the champion.
He just said, see you in hell, didn't he?
He just said Braun, didn't he? Didn't say champion, said Braun.
No, he said either of them.
Oh.
Seth
That's what
Rollins or Braun.
there was the arena who was saying Bray Wyatt will challenge either inside Hell in a Cell. Never said for a championship or anything like that.
Yeah.
Just said he'll challenge him inside Hell in a Cell.
Oh, I mean,
I hope he wins the title.
I want him just to be a thing that's there, me. I don't think he needs it, me.
Fair enough.
I'd rather see Braun win it, me.
Yeah.
After because I'm worried for next spring because he always just cools off around spring, didn't he? You don't hear him.
But Bray's currently got momentum. Last 2-3 years, he's had that. They've gone, nah, you're all right, Paul. But now it's like, look, Brock Lesnar's not here. Now is the time to strike.
Yeah.
Miz defeated Cesaro. Bit weird after seeing the Ilya Dragunov match.
Yeah, it just kind of...
He must have been tired.
Yeah.
Jet lag as well.
He got him when he did the X, and he just rolled him up. SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley attacked Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch. That's the first ever Women's Championship showcase. What a great night.
The heel turn was good. Bayley, I thought she was going to be like Ricky Steamboat a few years ago. Like she'd never turn, and she'd just be a babyface all the time. But I like it. I think she needed it because people are starting to turn on her. Or people have been turning on her for a while.
It's given us something to do.
Yeah,
you need to have something going on, even if it's this. And this segues into SmackDown. Bayley came out, explained her action, and says, yeah, she's loyal to her friend. Sasha Banks is her best friend, which she is in storyline. They teased that never-ending thing that went nowhere, but apparently this is it. It's like, yeah, we're friends.
I loved it,
Best friends.
They're doing subtle characters now, which is what they haven't done for so long. Like, Bayley hasn't got a Scooby-Doo what she's done wrong, even though everyone can see clearly what she did wrong. She's delusional. Yeah. That's fantastic. That's how she should be, because she's, she's a child, sort of.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but yeah. And also, she's like, I thought it was weird that the commentator's going, she's horrible, look at her, she's trying to justify your actions. This is a bad example to set to kids. He's like, what, stick up for her best friend? That's a great thing for kids. Yeah, should all be friends, though. I'm a bit confused by that. And then they attack Charlotte Flair, so I'm really confused because I wanted to cheer her.
Charlotte's a face now, apparently.
She's got a face.
They're going to North Kakalaki, aren't they? Is that how it's...
They're going to leave her there.
No. Well, she was born there, wasn't she? Charlotte, North Kakalaki.
Yeah, she was.
North Kakalaki.
That's how they say
That's
it.
how they call it. That's what they call
Who
it.
says that?
People from North Kakalaki.
Do they?
Yeah.
They do.
North Carolina's North Kakalaki.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've heard that somewhere.
I have heard that.
Really? Wow.
We're an expert on North Kakalaki, me and Ross. Elias defeated Ali in the King of the Ring quarterfinals. What an interesting match. Because Elias showed off. I was confused by Elias getting this far up because he's been just a mini boss for Shane McMahon for the last few months.
Yeah.
And he could show it off. Not only can he wrestle a guy like Ali, but he can outthink a guy like Ali. So it was really weird. Like, oh, he's wrestling like a wrestler.
It's really weird.
Yeah, a hell of a match. Was not expecting that from a guy like him.
I can't believe, if you'd asked me before who's going to make it further in this tournament, Elias or Drew.
Right.
Which of Shane's henchmen is going to make it the furthest? I'd be like, Drew or Baron. Not Elias.
Drew wasn't on this week at all, was he?
Drew.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe
God.
he's taking some time off.
We should mention CM
I
Punk.
was going to say, yeah.
His
What a
reaction when he
great
got
little...
told that.
Did you see it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Fantastic.
If you didn't see it, CM Punk appeared on Starcast on Fight TV in the little Q&A with Mike Johnson of PWI.
He seemed happy.
Yeah. And obviously everyone's interested in CM Punk just so they can think of reasons to crap on him. But he said something about, he's like, you know that they give people like breaks now. Yeah, Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch having a bit of a break because they got married and all this, and his face went,
Engaged. Yeah.
what? They give people breaks? He's like, yeah, everyone's having a break. Like,
Balor's just
Nia
taking
Jax,
time
we don't know what's happening to her. She's on a break. Drew's having a break this week and all this.
Finn Balor's gone.
Finn Balor's getting his head shaved. That takes a week. So she's like, right. Couldn't believe it.
I thought it was a very entertaining show. He just seems at peace now, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Big Phil.
Yeah, because everyone would latch on to like little things he'd say and like base their entire opinion of him based on one thing. But he's like, yeah, he's got a lot of stuff going on. He's not always. He'll say one thing in the moment and then forget about it, and then years later, people are still like, "Remember you and Tony Atlas got at it?"
That story was fantastic.
Isn't it great?
I hadn't heard it told in such detail before.
Oh, it's a builder. You'll never make it on TV.
You look like your arms are broken.
Okay. Fire and Desire defeated Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross in a non-women's tag team title match. So that usually happens with people who are champions in WWE, but this made sense because neither team are doing out at the minute.
Well, the Fire and Desire buggered themselves a while ago, didn't they, with that promo? The cut backstage where none of it made sense. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
When the one of them like,
Oh, yeah.
now that we've won, we're going to maybe get a tag team title shot.
Yeah.
And Sonya said the wrong thing. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, I
something
can
like
vaguely
that.
remember what you mean. Randy Orton, the Revival, laid waste to Kofi Kingston, and if you think a little bit of the bubbly meme's dead, boy, you should tune into SmackDown and watch the stupid meme. Be hacked into the ground like a train spike. Chad Gable defeated Andrade in the King of the Ring quarterfinals.
What?
Now, this is weird because in the build-up to this, I'm like, what are they doing with Chad? Because this is just stupid segments. Like I said, it's a wrestling show where they're like, ho, ho, dwarf.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hit him, Chad, you idiot. But
Making you feel sorry for him.
yeah, he came out and the crowd were like hot for him. Be like, yeah, get him, you little dwarf, get him. Like, dude, crowd were going nuts
But
for
that's
this.
where I think the telegraphing, I don't know if they might want us to think this, but I think that's where the telegraphing for the final came from.
Yeah,
That backstage
absolutely.
segment with Samoa Joe, just that random one for no reason.
Oh.
Joe will win on Raw.
And
Chad will
also,
win next week.
Elias did that to him a few weeks ago. Then there was nothing ever come. But then if they get Elias versus Chad Gable, they're going to go, remember this from a few weeks ago. And it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I didn't like it, the build-up. Then I saw the match and result. Like, hey, you guys do know more about wrestling than me. Gary Graves is right.
I'm out with the moon, me, though. I'm a big fan of Chad Gable.
Yeah.
Likewise.
Criminally underused. I just hope he doesn't become like the victim bully of bullying forever. I hope they get to show he's the charisma he had in NXT. Because Jason Jordan owes a career to him. I'm not being funny.
Oh, Jason Jordan was good as well.
He had no charisma, though,
No,
before
yeah,
American
right.
Alpha.
Yeah.
Chad Gable gave him all that.
Yeah.
You go back and watch it.
Yeah. Chad Gable got all of the charisma genes from his dad, Kurt Angle. Aleister Black defeated Shelton Benjamin. To remind you that he can come up his room occasionally when he's not playing Minecraft.
How have they done this? Aleister Black's such a tailor-made main eventer. How have they done this?
I don't know.
Okay, cool.
Can't think of anything to say. Nakamura defeated local competitor.
Oh yeah,
But it didn't matter,
the
'cause
guy
it-
who looked like Rosenberg.
That's right.
Yeah.
It was all dressing for R-Truth winning the 24/7 championship. And he did.
Dressed as a lampshade with.
That's
a
right. I
cable.
can't remember. Oh. Stunning. The reveal to that was like, oh, it's me, Austin. I was like, how long has he been there?
Have you seen the video of last week when Maverick's hiding under the ring and he hides under for the whole show and he's like, he falls asleep, which I'm sure is a take on a real Hornswoggle story. Hornswoggle once
think he
said
said
he
he'd-
fell asleep on
yeah.
a house show or something.
Yeah.
And had to come out and like try and screw the Undertaker. And then afterwards he's like, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry.
The Undertaker.
Yeah, Undertaker had a match with like presumably Finlay at a house show.
No, it'd be great if it wasn't the Undertaker. It's supposed to be like the first match. He wakes up, oh, must be cute. Main event, Undertaker versus Jeff Hardy or something.
He said he fell asleep. He said, "What?" The interviewer's like, "What do you? How do you?" He's like, "On these house shows, sometimes, especially in Mexico, it's really bad because it's so warm, and but there's no other way of. For some shows, there's just no other way of getting you in there mid-show. So I had to just go in at the start and wait there. And the guy's like, "What do you do?" And he's like, "I just take a PSP down."
Yeah, PSP loved it, didn't
Oh, you've seen it. Sorry, I'm telling you something you already know.
he? The people at home might not know.
Yeah.
PSP
There's
in
actually a camera there, Joe.
I thought we were just having a laugh.
And Eric Rowan decimated both Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan. And he
Yeah.
did say flat out, yeah, it was me that did it.
But before he said that, everyone all of a sudden believed it, just knew it was him. And they ended last week's SmackDown by saying Roman hasn't got to the bottom of this. That's inconclusive footage. But then something had happened which didn't show us.
Yeah.
They missed a big chunk out of it and ruined it, I thought.
I don't like this story.
Now, we're getting Rowan versus Reigns Clash of Champions, so that's fine. If it goes to like Rowan starts beating him up and goes, oh, by the way, I was lying. It was Daniel Bryan that did do it. And we go,
Right.
Evil revealed. That's fine. It started off great, but yeah, they haven't quite got how the segments are supposed to be acted.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan immediately going, it was you. See? It was like, it wasn't. That's
If
not
you
how
were
human
telling the
beings
truth,
act.
why would you do that? Yeah.
It looks like someone was given the first script, the commentators, and then Brian was given an updated one, but the commentators weren't given that one.
No,
So-
Daniel Bryan skipped the page and went, all right. But I'm still enjoying it mostly because
Fake-
Rowan's going to push.
What happened in the room after fake Rowan? Did Roman just go, all right then, sound, bye?
I don't know what happened to fake Rowan. Why is it fake Rowan here? Are we going to get the Eric Angle spot at Clash of Champions?
I thought you were gonna
Let me
say-
go underneath the ring. Oh, drag you back out. 1, 2. This isn't the real Rowan.
I thought you were gonna say
What?
the SummerSlam, the Undertaker, fake Undertaker. Rowan versus fake
Yes,
Rowan.
WrestleMania.
Oh, we'd still have that to look forward to. I bet there's creator wrestlers of fake Rowan already on 2K19.
I like his theme, though.
What,
Rowan's new
fake
theme.
Rowan?
No,
Oh, real
got a new-
Rowan.
No, real Rowan's got a new theme.
NWO Rowan. What's his theme?
It's just a big stompy number. Just goes like boom, boom with some noises. Very like early night, yeah,
Oh.
like Truth Commission, that kind of vibe. I miss those kind of themes, me.
Does he not have the Spyro the Dragon level theme that he used to have when he was when he had
The hillbilly.
when he was a good kind of good
Oh.
do 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 do
Did he?
do do. I
What?
can't even sing my
I don't
mouth.
remember
Do
that.
you remember that Eric Rowan singles
Little
theme?
banjo in it.
I don't remember.
No,
that.
it was like chimes and stuff. Do
What?
you remember that?
No, I need to find this out after.
Yeah,
I'll
when
load
he
it up
was-
for the next segment. But yeah, it was
end of 2014 when he had his singles push.
yeah,
Ah.
after the Survivor Series.
Wow. No, I don't remember that theme.
The way he did Rubik's cubes, and I guess the implication was he was autistic, and then never went anywhere.
Right.
But he could play a mean pinball. Okay, any other wrestling we've missed?
NXT Velveteen Dream's sofa got set on fire by Roderick Strong.
Christ, did it?
I
Yeah.
finally got Roddy Strong in that promo, me. Because I was thinking, that guy's just boring. Fantastic wrestler. But I was like, he's just a bit boring, isn't he?
Wow.
But now it's like, he's a middle-aged man who still thinks he's a frat boy in high school. Is that what they call him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen him dancing at PCW. I can confirm.
He looks so like a heel frat boy.
Yeah.
It works really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like that, the one from American Pie with the curtains.
Yeah.
The one that doesn't quite fit in with the rest of the group.
Who didn't return for the sequels?
No, he was in the sequels. The big tall one who sang with the lady.
Oh yeah. He looks a bit like Keanu Reeves.
Yes,
Yeah.
brown hair.
Yeah.
I thought he was. Who didn't appear in the American Pie sequels then? It was in the first one. I thought that was him.
Was it? He's in the reunion.
Well, you know, career was on his ass after that point. Anyway,
What else happened on that NXT?
That's the only bit I've seen.
I feel like something big happened. Oh, Adam Cole retained against ACH.
oh, okay.
Yeah, and on NXT UK we had the dark matches from
Yeah.
So it was like Rhea Ripley versus Piper Niven.
Oh.
And Sid Scala versus Cassius Ohno.
Lovely.
Ohno's opponent was meant to be Jack Gallagher, but he couldn't get cleared, so he bullied Sid Scala into having a match with him. Johnny Saint watching on.
I did notice that Ilya Dragunov's only losses in NXT UK are to Ohno and Cesaro.
Yeah.
If Cesaro's going to be coming to NXT UK full time, are we going to get the Kings of Wrestling reunion?
Oh, I hope so. Do you think Dragunov's going to be the man to eventually take the belt from Walter?
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's the only thing that makes sense, really.
It's the only thing strong enough to defeat him.
I think it'd be Wardlow.
Yeah. Wardlow's going to
Only if Walter sees him in the car park, he's like, hey, you.
Well, if now that it's not been Tyler, the only one I can think of that they're going to build up to it will be Dragunov. Can't think of anyone else.
Pete Dunne, so he can win the title and go, the UK scene is fine, right?
Someone showed that tweet back. This is aged well after less than 2 years.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not going to comment on it at all.
Why not?
Because people were on Twitter. I was going to make a joke.
Because
about
he's
it on
Triple
Twitter.
H's friend, that's
I was
why.
going to make a joke about it on Twitter, and then I saw people had already made every joke you could, and then I saw other people saying, like, have a bit of a thing on, yeah? Don't make jokes about this, because it's a time when wrestlers are struggling for jobs and losing bookings and stuff, and I was like, oh, feel bad now.
Well,
if
you're not
you
laughing
can't joke
about
that.
But you're not joking about people losing their...
Yeah, you joke about Pete Dunne's.
Yeah,
but
Pete Dunne going,
I know
everything's
the
fine, this won't
tweets-
affect anything.
The tone of the tweets was very much like, there's a time and a place, lads. And I was like,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
Twitter.
bother. Yeah, but I'm not going to bother
The
doing it.
hellhole known as
But
Twitter.
I'm not going to bother doing it because I didn't want to get sucked in and get criticised for it, so I just left it. But, the tweets have not aged well. I don't know what else to say.
There you go, and we could break you.
Let's have a rummage in our mail bags.
And now it's time for, oh God, the mailbag. Actually, I'll take Bojack off my lap. People think it's weird.
Well, you mention it every week. I'm sure people
Yeah,
don't
and people
use
mention
it
to me every week that
Oh,
they think it's
right.
weird, so...
Why don't
See,
you
I'll
just
just
sit on the
Chris
edge
is-
of the table, his legs dangling off?
Like that.
Just have your hand up him.
Kind of do. It's a comfort thing at this point. All right, I'll put him on.
anymore. Careful.
Whoa, sexy.
Yeah, I'll do.
That worked exactly how I thought it was going to work. Hey, guys, I
Looks
got to
like
be...
Tyler Bay after Walter threw him into the ring post.
What a move, by the
Oh
way.
my god.
Hey, guys, I got to be honest. I don't watch much of Raw SmackDown lately, but I did it this week just to see Bayley, arguably the most lovable babyface in WWE, turn heel, or diddler, lol. It was a turn that really came out of nowhere. Then I went on to think about it. There have been some unexpected heel turns in the past year or so. Daniel Bryan on a random SmackDown against AJ Styles for the WWE Championship. That's right.
True.
Dean Ambrose turned on Rollins the night when Roman announced his illness and
Yep.
relinquished the Jam Belt.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? The Jam
People
Belt?
called it that when it was
Oh,
first.
okay.
Yeah, the Universal. Because red.
Shinsuke Cockknocker was born in last year's WrestleMania. Right, okay. I thought he was just trying to get his name in.
These are English words.
I've never heard him being called Cockknocker, but I was like, oh yeah, when he was hitting people in the
You
balls a
don't
lot.
watch Cultaholic at all when you're not even here.
No. So my question is, what are some of your favorite unexpected heel turns? It doesn't matter if the turn was bad or didn't make any sense, just heel turns that you did not saw coming. Thanks for all the great content you all guys put out. Cheers, Marvin from the Philippines.
Cheers, Marvin.
Thanks, Marvin.
Big Marv.
Big Marv.
Big
Just friends.
Starring Home Alone.
Yes, that's right.
The Undertaker came to my mind straight away when Jim Ross was kissing ass.
Oh, that's
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
Unexpected. I did it for The Rock. I did it for the people. What? There was no other upper mid-card guy to get this push.
Yeah, that's a. I don't know if I agreed with it, but it was a big one. In fact, no, it led to a good heel run.
The Undertaker one.
Yeah.
That was the start of his...
He was on about Rikishi.
Big
Oh, yeah,
Red.
sorry, the Rikishi one. But yeah, no one saw it coming.
Yes.
Do you-
Austin didn't.
Sorry, go on.
I'm just saying, do you think they knew that they were going to make a Rikishi when they wrote the angle? Or do you think they were like, we'll figure that out later on?
Yeah.
Well, I'm led to believe that they didn't because Rikishi wasn't even a thing when that
He
happened.
wasn't there, yeah.
So I would say he was 9. It was there. He wasn't on the pay-per-view,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it was like, well, we'll wait and see who's going to be popular around this time.
Yeah.
Who would really deserve, really benefit from being the lead bad guy. The fat guy with the thong. Great. Yeah.
I didn't see Rollins' coming when he turned on the Shield.
I didn't see that
because
one coming
I thought it
either.
was good. I thought it was going to be Ambrose. Everyone thought it was going
good
to be Ambrose because he was like the charismatic one. Everyone thought he was going to be the breakout one, which he now sort of has become years later. But at the time, it didn't seem like it was going to be Rollins. But I liked it. I thought it was a good little twist.
See Ronda's reaction to it live.
No?
Oh, it's wholesome. She's properly like invested in it all. She's heartbroken when it happens. It's on YouTube. Go and look at it somewhere.
I liked Daniel Cormier's reaction to Rollins cashing in at WrestleMania.
seen that.
Oh,
the
yeah,
crowd
yeah.
going
Seen that one.
You'd be doing that on Fox on Friday nights from October, maybe. Do you remember those rumours? They've gone away, haven't they?
They
Cormier,
have.
Cormier being a commentator on
Yeah.
SmackDown.
I was doing something.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been writing a bit about WCW recently. I feel like there's got to be one of those heel. There was just so many heel turns all the time.
What, like Jim Duggan turning Canadian? And he told the story. He came in clean shaven, combed his hair, wore like proper clothes, and no one backstage knew who the hell he was. And I opened his mouth and go, "Oh, it's Duggan, it's you."
I've got it. David Arquette in the super cage. Then he comes out the next night. Shut up.
Tony Schiavone showed, the ultimate swerve. Who saw David Arquette? Everybody.
And then for no reason after the match, Mike Awesome just chucks Canyon off the side of the thing. Canyon takes a huge bump.
Yeah.
Awesome is his name.
Yeah.
All his victims feel the pain.
Drop with an awesome bomb.
You go down, you never come up.
Canyon. You have to climb up that cage again. Can't be off.
Hello to the Dark Fruits Master, the Bus Wanker Master,
Oh,
and the Puppet Master. I like that.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. My question is, if you're on the road as a wrestler, who would you ride with? Can be any promotion, can be dead or alive. Cheers, Louis from Portugal. Well, I hope alive, because you can do the driving in that case.
Or Louis.
That's
Might
one
be
thing
Lewis,
from
sorry.
this week's mailbag. I found out that we've properly gone global this podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Philippines, Portugal.
We still nominate like Home Bargains and Ben Stokes.
Really, we make this as local as possible. And people from the Philippines, ooh, home bargains.
I wonder what's been going on in Heaton this week.
What's happening with Cheryl Cole's sandwich? So, Lewis or Louis, I realise it's Luis. Could be
I'm going to
either,
take
really.
a punt on Louis.
Okay.
Okay.
Just because of...
I believe that was his question.
I
How'd
know,
you
it was
how'd you
Louis.
pronounce my name? From...
I'm going to go for Lewis because like Luis Figo.
Yeah, I was thinking of Rui Costa.
Yeah, right.
No.
Anywho, who would you pick to be driving a car
I've
with?
got an answer, and it's not going to be entertaining. It's going to be Triple H, because he's always sober and will get from A to B.
Yeah, that's very.
Which is
that's
why the
very
clique
good.
had him.
Yeah.
The
Click.
clique.
Oh, God, I realised I just said that. That's not what it's called, is it? That's how it's spelled. Welcome to the clique.
Hey, man.
Pass me the French remote. Okay, clique. Yeah, but they had him because he was sober and didn't do drugs.
Aye.
So, very reliable for whatever they call themselves, the lads, to drive backstage. Yeah, CM Punk would be a good one for the same reasons.
Yeah, that's true. And if you got pulled over, he knows what to do. As in that story with Kofi Kingston. Naive, sweet Kofi Kingston. He's
Right.
like, step out of the car, please. He's like, you don't have to step out of the car. He's like, oh, I'm going to go. They got Kofi up like that. Oh, dear me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even better, you can go, the police can go, because see, license and registration, he goes, you know what this means, though, don't you?
Do you hear the story told about Harley Race?
Oh, yeah, he saw that one a
He
few
went all
times.
over his car. And he hugged him.
Can you ever forgive me? Of course I can. Thank you. Big hug. Sick everywhere. Awesome. Yeah. So it's Harley Race who you're nominating.
Oh, me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go for wrestlers. I'd go for one of the funniest sort of journeys from A to B I had at WCPW was with just like a ragtag bunch that we all just left the venue late because we were all waiting for Ollie Sandler, the photographer. Check out Ringside Ollie.
Yeah.
He's very good.
He's gone places.
He's very good. And he couldn't get booked because they cancelled the cave thing. So he's looking for more. Although he just put it on Facebook status like, which wrestling show can I come to and get work at? And people just commenting like, come to this one, come to that one. I was like, Ollie's got it made.
Yeah.
So it was him. It was Ben from Triple Jump. Joe Simpkins was driving. Sober man gets you from A to B. And who was the other person in the car? Might have been us three in that. Just a hilarious trip because we're all delirious and tired and stuff. And usually when wrestlers are delirious and tired, they just want to go to sleep because they're in pain and that. Fair enough. But we had a nice journey. So I'd not ride with the wrestlers. I'd ride with the extras, the crew.
Have you had a car journey with a wrestler?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had one with El Ligero. I tapped the message at El Ligero because he was wrestling in Sunderland promotion. I don't think it's around anymore. Uproar, and was going to the title the same day. So it was like a morning show then an evening show. So I said, look, hey, Ligero, you on both shows, you know, get a lift with you if I give you petrol money. He went, yeah, sure. I went, oh, that worked. Get in. I didn't think that would work. Yeah, probably should have said that on the podcast because if you want to get some drama, just drive a car. With
Yeah, I heard some. Yeah.
Does he drive in his mask? It's one of my favourite shows.
You know, I don't want to say that. Yeah.
WCPW, one of my favourite bits. It was one of the true something shows. One of the episodes started with Ligero arriving in his little Vauxhall Corsa, but in his wrestling gear and his mask and stuff. Just a visual of the little Corsa pulling up, and he's. I just love little things like that.
License registration, please.
Yeah.
Oh, good times.
Yeah, I'd probably pick someone based on how many stories they got, like Triple H or something. But yeah.
I won't tell any of them though.
No.
I'll take them to the grave. Oh, next time someone buys me a pint. Question number 3. What is the best Great Khali match? XOXO Tinagran.
The best
Tina
Great
Gran.
Khali match.
Tinagaran, I beg your pardon.
I think it's meant to be Tina something, but she didn't have a space.
Tina Garan or Tina Garan? Tina Garan?
Tina Garan?
Tina Garan. Tina Garan. Tina Garan. One of them.
T. Garan.
From a fan. Best Khali match. Well, he had a few of Cena that were actually good.
Did he?
He did have that one year where he was booked credible and great and had a very nice run against matches. Yeah, Cena had the Judgment Day, then One Night Stand.
Okay.
That period where it was like the singles match and then the rematch of a gimmick, and they were both pretty alright thanks to Cena.
I had fully turned off when this Great Khali push happened,
Right.
but I've seen it many times since. The match is when he pins the Undertaker with a foot on the chest. Just that visual alone
Yeah.
makes it amazing.
Especially because the crowd and the kids are like, what? You know, they for a year he was great.
I'll go for not
Khali.
a match he was in, but the recent one they interfered in, the Punjabi prison, where he helped Jinder win and then held up the belt himself as if he'd won the WWE Championship.
I remember that because people sent me like pictures like, Khali's back and he had the title. I went, I regret staying up to 4 a.m. to see the show now.
So I can't think of one that I've enjoyed, but that was a funny moment, so I'll go for that one.
Yeah.
Orton versus Jinder is my favourite Khali
Khali versus Walls.
match. Yeah.
Or Khali versus Motorcycle.
Khali is a member of Cultaholic, of course.
Yeah.
Should be nice to him.
Yes.
He featured on the Christmas single.
Yeah. Yes.
What was his line again?
Hello, Cultaholic. It went on for ages, man. It went on for so long. My brothers, thank you for supporting the Great Khali. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. Blah, blah, blah. In the background, just that same jingle, just looping again and again. And God, it made the video what it was. It was fantastic. Yeah.
How much did you pay for that?
I can't actually remember.
It was a cameo.
It was 2 figures. It wasn't over 100 quid, so that's
Oh.
all right. Yeah.
Good. Well, that's all the questions from the mailbag this week, thankfully. If you'd like to send us any, please send them to.
Mailbag@cultaholic.com, and it won't cost you a penny.
Please write down how I'm supposed to pronounce your name. I'm very bad at these. Do apologise. And now time for... It's not Reese's Pieces anymore. It's just the lightning round.
Yeah, the
Or is that
lightning.
Reese's Pieces...
Sponsored by Reese's Pieces.
Right.
Officially.
Bless
They
you.
pay us money.
Sorry, what do you do when you hear a sneeze?
Bless you.
Gesundheit.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes, of course.
Man, get out.
Yeah, I think I've got another one building up.
Oh, he's got 2.
I'm not sure. There's another one.
He's gonna. He's gonna.
It doesn't want to come out now, Ross. You only got like a bullet in the
What's
chamber.
the thing you have to say to stop it?
Elephant. Just say elephant.
Elephant.
Repeat. Elephant. Keep
Elephant,
going.
elephant, 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 elephant.
It'll go away.
I think that worked.
Yeah, it does. It's amazing.
Wow, it actually works.
Yeah.
Hey, ye old diddlers.
Yep.
Hey, ye old diddlers. My Reese's Pieces this week is for the best thing about wrestling. The entrance themes. That's from Donna L.
All right.
Thank you. So, lightning round. As always, first thought first. Don't give it any thought. Don't think. Just answer. NWO or DX?
NWO.
DX.
NWO. This is themes as well. But
Yeah.
Mike Awesome or Batista?
Mike Awesome.
Batista.
Mike Awesome. Alistair Black or Tommaso Ciampa?
Alistair Black.
Alistair Black.
Alistair Black. Edge or Randy Orton
Which
brackets
ones?
voices?
Which Edge one?
It doesn't say.
It must be Matt, I think.
Yeah.
It's
I
Edge.
was going to say it must be the band.
I
so,
hate that Voices song, mate, so much. It's so bad.
yeah, same thing. That leaves us.
Edge.
Undisputed Era or Street Profits
Undisputed Era.
Undisputed.
Era. Zack Ryder or Dolph Ziggler?
Ziggler.
I'll say Ziggler.
Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. Bray Wyatt or The Fiend?
Oh.
I enjoy The Fiend.
Oh, they're both very good. But because it's fresh and exciting, The Fiend.
I want the likes. The Fiend. Sasha Banks or Asuka?
Asuka.
Sasha's.
I'm going to say Sasha. Slow Chemical or You're Gonna Pay?
You're gonna pay. What a bloody like a fine wine.
Slow Chemical.
I'm going to say Slow Chemical.
No.
Hulk Hogan or HBK? Ooh.
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels.
I'm going to say America.
No, the scuzzy guitar solo.
Yeah. I am a...
No.
Bret Hart or Stone Cold?
Austin.
Bret Hart.
Wow.
King of Kings or The Game, or My Time?
Oh, My Time. My Time is the best by far.
The Game, but My Time's a very close second.
King of Kings, but My Time's a closer.
Does anybody know who's sleeping with who?
Yeah. Hit me with that Triple H. Chris Benoit or Jimmy Snuka?
1, 2. Is this what? Oh, no, not that. No.
Chris Benoit.
No, I can't.
So all of these end with Benoit or
It's the
Snuka
themes.
thing.
I bet what's it called? Our Lady's Peace. They didn't know.
What's
made
Jimmy
a song.
Snuka's theme?
It's just a generic 80s sort of.
Oh, Benoit's then, I guess.
Cocaine. No. Sorry. It's weird because Quinn Stone didn't form until... Anyway. So, that's that one. Hey,
there's more.
Hey, fellas, there's a lightning round. Okay, any name? That's a... No? Oh, at the very end. Okay, fine. This is an entrance to the music. Ben Potter or Peter Austin?
Ben
Potter.
What the hell?
Oh, no. Out of context, this is going to be horrible.
Well, I know Ben slightly better, but they're both great. But I'll edge it to Ben just because I know him better. He was on that road trip.
Yeah, there you go. I like Ben because he spoke to me.
What?
No, there's not supposed to be any heat there. I think I've held it.
Sassy bitch.
No, I didn't mean it like
He was a
that.
very busy man.
I've held the door open for Peter. That's it. I'm sure he's a nice guy. He didn't tell me to F off. He's a nice guy. Both members of Triple J are great guys.
Yeah.
I could beat them both with Christian Mason. Spain or Portugal?
Spain.
I've been to Spain.
I'm not been to either.
Oh, no, I've been to Portugal, but I was a baby. I can't remember it. Spain.
Spain. Creed or Nickelback?
Creed.
Nickelback. We're going out tonight. Hey, we're going out. Come on.
Look at that photograph.
Not that one.
Every time I look, it makes me laugh.
Okay.
God, that's the worst song that's ever been made, I think.
I miss this town. I miss those faces. It sounds like a South Park song, like a piss take.
Never met it as a word, man.
Freedom is free.
Pulp Fiction or Reservoir Dogs?
Pulp Fiction.
Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah, Pulp. They're both really good. Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn?
Kevin Owens. That was Kevin Owens.
They're both great, but Kevin Owens because he's been nice to me. 205 Live or NXT UK?
NXT UK.
Yeah, after Cardiff, NXT UK.
Yeah,
Just
NXT.
the takeovers.
Yeah, NXT UK in the brackets, just the takeovers. Pete Dunne or Tyler Bate?
Pete Dunne.
They're both really good, but Pete Dunne.
Tyler Bate, easily. Bon Jovi or Poison?
Oh, JBJ.
Yeah, Bon Jovi.
Yeah, Poison only really had one hit, didn't
Every rose has its thorn.
That's it.
There's got to be another one.
Bon Jovi had friggin'...
They played at Otto's wedding.
Yeah,
A lot of they were loving tribute to Poison.
did. Yeah. Austin Powers or Wayne's World?
Austin Powers.
Michael Myers flavour.
Wayne's World.
Austin Powers 1.
Right.
Still funny.
Yeah.
80s or 90s?
80s.
80s.
I remember both of them. 90s. Netflix or Amazon?
Netflix.
Chill. Netflix.
Amazon. Just watch The Boys. Mum or dad? Christ. Man.
Wow. Bloody hell.
Your mum and dad or like ours?
Yeah, his mom.
Oh, his.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, his.
Get around that, yeah.
Yours, yeah, yours.
Your dad. Red pepper, yellow pepper, or green pepper?
Ooh, I'll go with a green pepper.
Love peppers. I'll go with a red pepper.
I'll go with the one that they didn't say. Gallus or Imperium?
Imperium.
Gallus. Ring camp.
Really?
For life.
Wait.
I don't know.
Hang on.
The House of Maffew does not acknowledge Imperium's right as a
right.
state. Thank you very much. Heath Ledger's Joker or Christian Bale's Batman?
Oh, what?
Joker.
Yeah, the Joker.
Yeah, don't forget the Joker.
Let's just do an impromptu one. The new one.
Doesn't happen yet.
I know, but you
Thank
must
you.
have seen the trailers.
Yeah.
I don't watch trailers. I'll wait
Do
for
you
the film
not?
to come out.
Fair enough.
Oh,
It looks
That made me sound really old, but the less I know about the film, the more I enjoy it.
Then.
I'm sorry. Do you like this one? This is already a mini-series, this podcast this week. Man City or Man United?
Oh,
Yeah.
Man City.
You know, from around the area, pal.
Yeah, City. But,
Yeah.
But not. I don't like them, but City.
Exactly. I like it when they beat other people, so
Yeah.
Man City. Desk fan or ceiling fan?
Desk fan.
Yeah.
Desk fan.
Desk fan.
No. Ceiling fan. Carry on. I've
Why is
changed
that?
my mind. Because more of a general spread doesn't occasionally.
But if it's just you, like, that's all you need. Don't you worry about the
I'll
other people.
still go for ceiling.
Ah, that's fine. I'm selfish. Music or movies?
Music.
Music.
Movies. Simon Pegg or Nick Frost?
Nick Frost.
Simon Pegg.
Simon Pegg from like 10 years ago, he started taking every role in Hollywood. Ferrari or Porsche?
Ferrari.
I'm not a car guy. Ferrari.
I'll say Porsche, just to be awkward. Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings?
Harry Potter.
Yeah, well, Harry Potter, but I'm not a big fan of either series franchise.
Lord of the Rings, because I think it's more casual if you're out in public and, you know, if you're 30 and someone goes, hey, you're a Slytherin. I'm like, no. No, I'm an elf. Flash Morgan Webster or Mark Andrews?
Mork Andrews.
I said his name anyway. Sorry.
Flash Morgan.
Flash Morgan Webster or Mork. Oh, right. See where I went wrong there. Mark Andrews, as he's sometimes known.
Flash Morgan Webster.
Mandrews.
Flash. Because of that. Star Wars or Star Trek?
Wars.
Yeah, I've never seen Star Wars. I've never
None
seen
of
Star
them?
Trek. No, I've never seen any of Star Trek.
I've
Star
never
Wars.
seen any of Star Trek. I've seen one Star Wars film.
Oh. Which one did you see?
That's like I always say, Maffew. Episode 2, The Phantom Menace.
Does this and it winds
Oh,
me
yeah. That's great. Great. You know you get all these Twitter mentions now.
I know.
I'm going to say Star Trek just to spite these people because I remember when Picard made his debut. Christ, how old am I? Earth, Wind, or Fire?
Oh,
I wasn't ready for that.
Earth.
So I'll say it again because I probably laughed over it. Earth, Wind, or Fire?
Earth.
fire.
Wind, water. With our powers combined. Captain Planet. Mike or Maria Kanellis?
Maria.
Yeah, I've seen more of Maria. No,
Absolutely.
no, that sounds awful. I've
It
seen
did.
more of her wrestling.
Say it again.
No, no.
I did think about this though. Like, it'd be great if Mike's like fetish was getting, this isn't the right term, but getting cooked and get embarrassed by his wife and humiliated. And do we think that they're punishing him every week by having his pregnant wife beat him for the title and all
They
this?
haven't been on for a while, have they?
So they're like, ha, you're gonna get buried. He's there going, oh, get in. I'm getting paid for this.
Oh, I'll choose Maria because someone once took a Jack the Jobber sign to a pay-per-view and was on the ramp, and the shot, the clearest shot of it is when Maria's making her entrance. It's just Maria and then just Jack the Jobber next to her. So like
I mean, Maria, you've got to see her. That's all the random things I can think of for now.
Thank
So
you.
just want to say thanks to all of you guys. I've had a rough few months, and you and the Triple Jump guys have really shined bright in a dark time. Keep up the good work, lads. Leon.
Thank you very much,
Aw,
Leon. Cheers.
very
Sorry
nice.
for saying your mum.
Wait a minute, is there another lightning round?
There might be 3.
There
Oh
is.
my god.
Might be
The
3.
longest episode of this podcast. All right, well,
Well,
look,
we get about 20 now every
Do we
week.
really?
I feel
Why not?
bad. for
this is
cutting out
great.
some
Okay, well,
episodes.
okay. We'll skip this. Howie, lads, here is a twist on lightning round. Lightning word association. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
First word that comes to
Yes.
mind.
Give us the first word, phrase, name or thought that pops in
Dangerous
your
game.
head.
Dangerous game.
When you hear.
If you do me and him, I'll go back to you at the end, so you can participate as well.
Well, I'll just do you, and then I'll just think
just-
of
I
whatever.
thought
I
I
think
have
we'll
less-
see how this works, shall we?
Less of an effect on you.
Yeah, thank you. Number 1, professional wrestling.
Volta came to mind.
Ring.
Expensive. Seth Rollins.
Hair.
Banjo-Kazooie. Steel chair.
Ouch.
Noise.
Sit. Parts unknown.
Papa Shango.
Cane.
I was going to say Kamala, but that's not right, is he? He's from the deepest, darkest. Yeah, but that's still what I'm thinking of. Kenny Omega.
Hair.
New Japan.
Geek. The phrase, well, let me tell you something.
Show races in the red card.
Hulk Hogan.
Brother. Okada.
Long.
Money.
Pants. Hot tag.
Big Cass.
Magazine, because there used to be Hot Tub Magazine. Ryan Coss. Shout out to you.
Billy Gunn. Tackle.
Drop down.
Headlock.
Roy Keane. High flyer.
Will Ospreay.
S.A. Rios.
Coco Beware. Bret Hart.
Your impression.
Canada.
The best. Bruce Hart.
Knobhead.
Stepping on Vincent Mann.
I can't remember who he is. Yoshihashi.
Was that it?
That was it.
Pickles,
much
because
about.
me and Sam refer to him as Pickles on our streams.
Nice hair. Twitter.
That's a complex one, that isn't it?
Yes.
What came to my
One word for Twitter.
I got blue because the logo's blue.
Annoying. Super kick.
Party.
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels. Ric Flair.
Blood.
Woo!
Saggy tits. Roman Reigns.
Large dog.
Spear.
Goatee. Entrances.
Oh my God. Entrances. Ramp.
Yeah, I had ramp as well. Ramp.
Goldust. It's like therapy, this. World Heavyweight Champion.
David Arquette.
Big gold belt.
The Rock. And he's done some stuff here. Super Mega Fire Fast Lightning Final Battle Extreme Action Go! 3 exclamation marks. WCW.
David Arquette.
Ric Flair.
Goldberg. ECW.
Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman.
Motorhead. TNA.
Sharmell.
Jeff Jarrett.
Thingy.
Jeff Jarrett's Big Coat. Ring of Honor.
Joe Hendry.
Christopher Daniels.
Bad commentary. 5-star Wrestling.
Lord above our Saviour. All that's glory in this world.
Jake Hager.
LOL. AEW.
Rap.
Cody.
That poor dog. New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Long things.
Okada.
Ow, my head. WWE.
Frustration.
Vince McMahon.
Money. Mr. Vincent Kennedy Goddamn McMahon Jr.
Sneezing.
Meat wraps.
Dick. I don't know how fast you will answer, so I don't know if I put two of you questions. Dan, across the pond in Ireland.
Thank you, Dan.
Might have been overkill
man.
this week, I'm not going to
Bloody
lie.
hell. Yeah, but it was fun though, wasn't it? I
If
feel
you
like-
have any lightning rounds, keep them to yourself.
Should limit them to 2 from now on.
Aye.
Yeah, or we can have them all, but like have 5. There's 27 that last one. Should we have 5 or yeah, just limit them down. But thank you very much. Let's have a little break now.
It's Cultaholic's
And now the big, not that big because we're knackered and haggard after that lightning round.
Oh,
Question of the
God.
week is, what has been your favourite period of Chris Jericho's career?
The last 3 days.
I was going to say, this is basically to get the hits because of the events of this week. In the world of, we are living in Jericho's world,
Little bit
let's
of the
face it.
bubbly.
A little bit of the bubbly, the steakhouse. But this is just 1 week of Jericho. He spent his entire career rebuilding and rebranding,
Yeah.
which is amazing considering he's, 49, 50?
Yeah.
And we're still talking about him.
So shall we go through all of the main
Okay.
ones? We've got Mexican
Okay.
Jericho.
Yeah, Japanese
Smoky
Jericho,
Mountains, Japanese Jericho. Smoky Mountain Jericho, the Thrill Seeker.
Oh, yeah.
Thrill Seeker.
Thrill Seeker Jericho.
Have you seen the match where it's the famous one? That's the Night of Legends, I believe, where he broke his arm practicing the move in the pool, but then he makes up for it by bleeding and bleeds his entire face is covered in red.
Wow.
Oh.
Apparently, a fan, because they're in Smoky Mountain, like it dripped and went on the floor, and a fan put his finger in it and went,
Oh, why would you do
"Ah,
that?
it's fake."
Why would you?
What?
Why would you do that? Why on earth would you do that?
Dear God, there's some weird people
Smoky
about.
Mountain.
Then you've got Face.
No,
WCW Jericho.
No, ECW Jericho,
Lionheart.
Lionheart, and then
Comedy.
Face. That was the face.
yeah, it was just like generic Jericho,
Okay.
Chris Jericho, and
Then
then
arsehole
conspiracy victim
Yeah.
Jericho.
Oh, so good. That might be my favorite one.
Yeah,
We're gonna go through
and then,
all of them
not signing on, so nothing happened from before Jericho,
Yeah.
and then debut Jericho,
Yes.
which didn't last very long.
Oh,
Wrestling
Saviour.
China Jericho.
Yeah.
Yeah, then got good again.
Then main event of Jericho.
That's
Well,
right.
So babyface Jericho when he turned and he was
Oh, see if
feuding
we
with
can
like Triple H and Regal. And
Yeah.
stuff.
But then was kept at that level.
Yeah.
Then undisputed champion Jericho,
The Ayatollah.
Stephanie's bitch Jericho.
Oh right. Oh yeah.
The Mike Kanellis of 2002.
Absolutely. Dog walking Jericho.
And you had like weird, short-haired rock star-ish.
When he had that different theme song for a while.
Yeah. King
So
of My World.
King of My World.
He only
Yeah.
used it once, didn't he?
Good.
For Survivor Series 2002.
Vitamin C, Jericho, him and Christian.
Oh yeah. When he best opening to a Rumble ever.
Yeah.
When Christian comes out disguised as Jericho and Jericho jumps Shawn Michaels from
that's
behind.
right.
So good.
That's right. Then he Fozzy Jericho.
Nick Bockwinkel.
No, for before that happened,
Oh, when he
was
came back with a random
he was just
Save Us Y2J.
yeah, and he was sparkly Jericho.
Jericho's like Barbie. Like
Yeah,
yeah.
he is.
Why
Then we
Nick
had-
Bockwinkel? Was it based on Nick Bockwinkel?
The serious guy in the
Yeah,
suit.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was No Country for Old Men. got a mixture.
Oh,
of
that he said he did based it on the guy from No Country for Old Men, but it was.
But it was also quite Nick Bockwinkel-esque.
Yeah.
Okay.
Long words.
Yeah.
Jerry Shaw.
Yeah, I love Jericho.
That's right. Yeah.
When he had the petition in the car park.
And Bob Biggs was like, Jericho's my friend. He wouldn't betray me. She was like, that's right. What happened to that? Was it Edge after that?
Yes.
Right.
Edge feud.
And then
Sort of trails off after this.
Then
Because
he
then he just
was
comes
gone
back.
until
was it,
20.
then it was like weird postmodern Jericho.
Yeah, then it's just like keeps coming back for a Fandango run,
well,
the
it was
CM Punk
just when he
run.
lost
There
everything,
was,
didn't he?
there was weird postmodern Jericho when he came out and everyone was buzzing from the back, and then he didn't say anything and just went to the back going, yeah, come on. And that was it. That's all he said. And then he went to the back. Do you remember this?
When was this?
2013 or
Yeah.
so?
No, I don't remember.
He'd come out and he'd be like, everyone was waiting for him to do something or anything. And he came out, huge, like, sparkly jacket, bang, break the walls down. He came out and then just was like in the ring going, like, yeah.
And he just
And
went
then
to
just
the
went to the
back.
back. And everyone's like, what?
Oh.
Yeah.
No, he didn't win a match again for about 5 years.
Someone.
Put over Fandango at WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen.
He was walking around backstage like smiling, and then one of the interviewers came and went, "Can you just explain, Chris? What have you got anything
No,
to say?"
I
And he
don't
just
remember
goes like this, just goes, and just clicks his jacket, and it starts to sparkle, and he just walks off.
Right.
Yeah.
But then we get the important stuff, which is the return, the proper return. So he teams up with AJ Styles, feuds with him, and was like, oh, that's silly. Why did he beat him at WrestleMania? Because he's obviously leaving after this to do Fozzy tours, stays, and then completely unexpectedly becomes one of the best things in the company.
And there's a list
The
of
Kevin Owens team, the jacket,
list of Jericho.
the list of Jericho,
Yeah.
it,
Stupid idiot.
stupid. God, I mean, it was like The Rock in '99. Everything he said became a meme.
And the thing is, that run started
Wow.
with the weird. Do you remember that promo he did against the New Day on Raw? When he was like Rudy Tooty Booty or something like that. He started trying, and he's doing cartwheels when he's the referee, and like looking like, oh,
Yeah.
he's definitely a middle-aged man who's lost his touch with like what's going to be working and what's not going to work.
He's a method actor, that Jericho.
And then he just came up with all this stuff that was amazing. Yeah. Then
Yeah.
the best friends were Owens, the donkey and the goat.
Why's my name?
That's
on...
the delivery of that line. How comes my name's on there?
What a great moment
God.
that was.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Then Bruiser Brerico.
What?
When he goes to Japan and tries to scare everyone.
Oh yeah, right, New
Even
Japan.
Even though he's 5'10".
King Diamond Jericho.
Yeah.
And then AEW Jericho.
Which is a similar.
What's he had?
pretty much the same,
Nickname
yeah.
wise, he's had the Alpha against the Omega.
Yeah.
Right.
He's had the Painmaker
Yeah.
against
From
Okada.
the Ayatollah of rock and roll from Mad Max 2. Lionheart,
Yeah.
King of the World.
Yeah, King of the World. Yeah.
The best at what I do.
Best in the world at what I do.
Because he's Canadian
Yeah.
and that's what Wolverine's catchphrase is.
Oh, is that why?
And he's also Canadian. I believe, or maybe that's a bit tenuous, but I'm sure there's a few
been
others.
plenty. What's your favourite? Jesus Christ.
Wow. Like picking your favourite AC/DC album? Christ.
I'm going for the 2016 Run Me.
Because that's in recent memory, and I remember like they carried that brand for
yeah.
all those
Raw.
months because it was just them two versus Reigns and Seth Rollins for about 4 months.
It's just
it was great.
One of those pre-show like people tweeting and they answer the question.
Yeah.
Survivor Series 2016 with
Yeah.
Tom Phillips. I go back and watch that every few months because it's just brilliant. 10 minutes of them just taking the piss out of Tom Phillips. It's fantastic.
What do you keep on calling him?
Todd, anything. Just kept getting his name wrong. He used to call him Mike Rowe.
Yeah, he's got anything.
You ever seen you two in the same room? I think that's how it used to go. I can't remember.
And then Jericho doing his best to make anybody speaking to his corpse.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
Your password 60. That was Kevin Owens actually. 69. That was my favourite.
Yeah.
I'll go for.
Man. Oh, if you said that, I have to think of something else then. Go on.
I'll go for either comedy like Man of 1,004 Holds Jericho, walking around backstage doing the Spinal Tap, getting lost on the way. Come on, let's go! Woo!
Number 1. Armbar.
Armbar.
Still great to this day.
Number, it just comes out. He's like number 567, Super Blizzard. 568, armbar. It's always armbar.
Cuts the break. Comes back. Number 900. What's it? Has he been reading those the entire time?
The list's getting longer around his feet, and he just at one point he just makes noise like, "Hold number 987." So good.
And he wrestles Dean Malenko's dad. But his name's Boris Malenko, so he comes out and he's Boreus, Boreus. Oh my god. Okay, that was great.
But also, if I can just jam it onto the end of it, also because that's my favorite debut ever is Jericho's WWF debut. I know The Rock
Yeah.
then makes him look like an idiot, but it's so good. When he's telling everyone to put their fat little fists in the air and go, Jericho, go. People are actually doing it. It's so good.
He's got like ratings at an all-time low and all this.
He's going to be our savior.
Yeah,
Our
yeah.
party host and all that.
Yeah.
In the World Wrestling Federation. Just so good.
With that hair.
Yeah, the little weird top knot. Yeah. Yeah. So that's era. Turn of the century, Jericho.
Good times.
for me. Yeah.
Good trip down memory lane. So I can't say that run. I can't say that.
You can't say anything.
No, good, I think, because he's done so many good things. The 2000 run, when he was feuding with Triple H.
Okay. Last man standing, man.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't win the title.
That's the Phantom title win with Pissy Earl Hebner.
The crowd wanted it
Yeah.
really badly.
Yeah, and the fact that he was wrestling China, supposed to be a bad guy, but China was rotten, and the crowd knew it, so he just kept getting cheers.
Well.
No, she was.
Oh, no.
I mean, nah. Nobody's going to give you Twitter love and go, no, China was good in the ring.
Okay.
Haha. Sorry, man. You
No,
okay?
no, it's fine.
So, yeah, Jericho, there's a lot of them, and you should tell us in the comments what your favorite era of Jericho. You can
probably
spell
missed-
era either E-R-A or E-R-R-O-R, because even when he's messing up, he's friggin' hilarious. Lost the title in a franchise steakhouse
Ooh.
with a limo.
A little bit of the bubbly.
And that will be dead by the time this video comes out.
Yeah. You'll have a new one next week.
I already got a T-shirt. I saw pro wrestling tee.
Yeah, of course.
A little bit of the bubbly.
Laughing all the way to the bank, that Jericho.
Him and Michael Owen hand in hand.
On that note, thank you very much for joining us at the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast. It was very rambly and filled with stupid stuff this week. Don't worry, next week will be exactly the same. This has been Ross on Wrestling. Anything to plug, mate?
Absolutely bugger all. Going to be shooting. Well, no, I have actually. Going to be shooting a straight to hell with Cultaholics Tom Campbell. A getting to know you kind of vibe. Even though he's on every video anyway.
But he'll be talking about himself for a change. That'll be
yeah.
very nice to listen to. He's got
will
such
be.
a lovely voice. Jack on Jobber?
Hello. I've
like
not
saying
got
that to
anything
Paul.
to really plug this week, but thanks for watching.
Oh, that's fine, pal.
Yeah, there you go.
And I'm going to plug Andrew Bowers of North had a wedding this week. And
Congratulations,
just
Bowers.
been, and had a wrestling ring there. And he had wrestlers wrestle there because he's an entrepreneur, that lad. So he had a match at his wedding.
Who was the match?
Well done. It was H.C. Drake and Shreddy Breck versus the Landed Gentry.
And who went over, brother? The babyface.
The good guys.
Of course.
A special mention, though, Benji. They had a bunch of balloons and stuff because we were wedding party and all this. And they tried to slam Benji on a balloon. He bounced off. On that note, keep on following North Wrestling and also cultaholic.com. Follow us on patreon.com/cultaholic.
Yep.
But you don't have to do that to enjoy us. You can always just put your fist in the middle of the table
Mailbag.com for the mailbag as well.
and go join us.
Join us.
Humbuggers, Magalones, helicopter, man. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments below. You can follow Cultaholic on Twitter @Cultaholic, and you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Cultaholic. If you enjoy what we do, you can pledge to our Patreon at patreon.com/Cultaholic. Hit subscribe, and don't forget, join us